footy here on Thursday night. Big game, probably the biggest game of the weekend coming up. And we are ready to rock and roll. Hey guys, how you going? Today on BKR Sport. We are here for a massive game of Thursday night footy. And you could definitely argue that this is the biggest game of the weekend by far. Look, obviously the Roosters and Rabbitohs play tomorrow, but there's not a great deal that you're really playing for there. I guess the Tigers are kind of playing to avoid the spoon, but not really. It relies on, you know, the Titans losing by about 40 or 50 odd and them winning by about 40 or 50 odd. Any other games really, not so much. You know, overall, it just comes down to this game here for who finishes in the top four and who finishes in the in fifth position. Well, actually, no. Actually, if the Eels are to lose this game, they will, no matter what, go below either the Roosters or the Rabbitohs. So the Eels will finish in sixth, but the Storm would finish in fifth if they were to lose this game. So yeah, there's lots to be played here, guys. Obviously, you do want that double chance of the finals, where if you lose next week, then you get another week to go against the bottom four of the top 8 teams, and it just gives you that kind of bit of security in the fact that you do, at least no matter what, will get another week to redeem yourself after a loss next week. Or obviously, if you're in the bottom four of the top 8, it is a straight knockout. So if you lose that game, you're gone! You're gone! Which is a Parramatta special. But let's get into the game here, guys. Let's go and have a look at the two team lineups before we get into the chat and see what you guys are saying. Obviously, smack that thumbs up button, guys. Absolutely smack it. Boom, boom. And subscribe if you are new around here. Big weekend coming on up here. And I haven't actually put all the streams in that just yet. I got as many as I could done. But I have not put as many of the streams into that corner just yet. So they're the only streams you can see for now. But obviously, they will be added in for tomorrow's streams. But alrighty, so for the Eels, there's no ins and there's no outs. They're just the same team as they were last week, which is ideal for this point of the season. You don't want to be chopping and changing now. You want to be raring, rocking and rolling, ready to go with a team that you just consistently with throughout the season. So here we go, guys. For Parramatta, they got Clint Gutherson, Queen Gutho as the fullback, with Mike Asivo, Dosoviti, and Wonga Blake on the wings. Will Penasini with Tommy Opacek in the centres, with Dylan Brown in the 5'8", and Mitchell Moses as the 7. Regan Campbell-Gillard is the front rower alongside Junior Paulo, and Reid Marnie is that number 9. Sean Lane is Papali'i in the back row, with Marata Niagore in the lock position. Ryan Madison, Makahesi Makatoa, Jake Arthur, and Orica Kafusi as the interchange, with Bryce Cartwright being the 18th man replacement. Moving on to Storm. Obviously, some big out here for the Storm that has adjusted the odds quite a little bit. So Chris Lewis and Cooper Johns, they come in with Jerome Hughes in the halves there, the halfback, going out alongside Tommy Eisenhuth. So the Storm were actually favourites before that. Now they've gone to slight underdogs, but still only slight, nothing too drastic. Moving into the back line now, Nick Meaney, he's the fullback, with David Nofaluma and Xavier Coates on the wings, Marion Seve and Justin Ola in the centres. That back line looks a lot better than it did at points this season. You know, they've had a lot of injuries to their back line this year, the Storm. The Storm have had a lot of injuries in general. Their back line was the one that really copped it the most, realistically. Yeah, it looks a lot better nowadays than it did back then. Cameron Munster is in the 6, but obviously Cooper Johns goes in the 7 there for Jerome Hughes. Jesse Bromwich and Nelson Mona in the front row. Harry Grant is the number 9. Felice Kafusi and Kenny Bromwich as the back row. And then Tui Kamikamica as the lock. Josh King, Brandon Smith, Trent Liero, and Chris Lewis is the interchange, with young Tom Mapia as the 18th man replacement. So that's the two team lineups here today, guys. In my tipping video, I genuinely believe I get less than 7 this week. I think this week is a very hard week to predict, because you could still see teams like the Cowboys and the Sharks, if the Cowboys lose and resting players, you can still see a heap of teams potentially resting players, which does throw out tips. If the Broncos were to lose against the Dragons, the Raiders could feel free to rest players as well against the Tigers. You just never know, guys. So I definitely feel like I'm going to be doing a punishment on my tipping video next week. I can feel it. I can feel it. And especially with this game, I have gone with Storm. I still think the Storm win. I don't know what it is. I just get this really, really solid feeling that the Storm are able to reaffirm their dominance as a really top 4 team this year and lock up that top 4 spot. But I'm not surprised at all if the Eels win this game. And honestly, they are favourites for a reason. I just know what Parramatta is like. Parramatta is Parramatta. We all know that Parramatta knows how to lose a game, and they know how to lose a game well. Not just lose a game, but they know how to lose a game well. So, yeah, they've won a couple of good games in a row now, the Eels. They can't chew a loss knowing their team. I don't know. I feel a Storm victory here, but apparently, I saw this from the Random Stats guy Instagram, that Storm have actually never won at Combank Stadium against the Eels before, which is an interesting stat. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if I misread that, but that's what I believe I saw. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Storm here, break the hoodoo guru. I'm not too sure. Hoping for a good game. I think it'll be a good game. I don't see a big blowout here by any means. All I see is a good game and a good game and a fun game. Let's do it. Alright, guys, so let's hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here, and let's get going, baby. Come on, boom! Let's get going. Come on. Alrighty, so let's go have a look at what you guys are saying in the chat. NRL all days is my birthday. Can I have a shout out? I'll say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, champion. Have a good one. So I hope you had a good one actually at 7:35 p.m. at night. So I hope you've had a good day. Unless you're old enough to drink, well then have a good night tonight. It's Thursday night. It's ladies' night. Have a good time. Yeah, we're talking. So with Fairwell says good evening, Mr. Trevor. Good evening, Mr. Viewer. Jesse Journey getting around Paris. Slapper says Paris slime snakes should win, but probably won't. Fergie says, what a day. Suwali ruled out, and Tyson Gamble decides to hop on a podcast and say that Kevin Walters can't coach. Yeah, we all know that Tyson Gamble's a bit of a float. We've known that since beforehand. It's no surprise now. It's just not... And what he did was just stupid. You know, he just looks like an idiot. He probably would have thought he was doing something and making some, really doing a good thing for himself and a good thing for, I guess, his own ego. You look like a wanker. So cool. We all look like wankers at times. I look like a wanker probably 100% of the time. But the point of the matter is that you just look like a bit of a dickhead. So, cool. Congratulations. Hope you got what you set out of your chest, Tyson Gamble. But you're a moron. And I'm a Titans fan. Like, I'd love to shit on Kevin Walters. But I actually don't necessarily think the problem is Kevin Walters. I think that, yes, he probably does pick a few mates here and there. I guess, yes, I've seen inconsistencies in his choices throughout the year and his selections and the way he goes about things. I get that. I don't know everything about the club. Of course, I don't know the ins and outs of the Brisbane Broncos. I couldn't care less about the ins and outs of the Brisbane Broncos. I see it from a fan's perspective, obviously. But the things that I have noticed, that I have seen maybe a few inconsistencies, that maybe Gamble was okay and right about a few aspects about maybe what Walters has been doing. However, perspective is the key thing here. That's his perspective. And he looks like a wanker because you just don't do that. Tommy says this match should be titled How to Cheat the Salary Cap and Not Get Caught. That's interesting because the Eels did cheat the salary cap and they did get caught and they were shocking. They won 3 wooden spoons in a row while cheating the salary cap. So not too sure about the Eels not getting caught, but the Storm definitely got caught. Fergie, yeah, he full did scenes, bro. Bright Rubber says, I'd imagine Munster's still playing fullback. I don't know why they don't just say it. Yeah, maybe, but then again, Meaney's here. Like, why would you do that? Like, what? You're going to put... No, there's no way. There's no way today, not with Jerome Hughes out. So what, you're going to have Meaney and Kipper Johnson in the halves? No chance. Cameron Munster has to play that 5'8" role, Nick Meaney in that fullback role. There's no way that you'd be having, those halves there whilst you've got Munster in the team. At least, because obviously Munster could do that when he had Jerome Hughes there. With Jerome Hughes not there, that would just be way too detrimental to this Storm team, in my personal opinion. So, look, you may be right. He may still play fullback tonight. I highly doubt it, though, because there's no way that you would go with Kipper Johns and Nick Meaney halves pairing there. You would have to at least have one of those experienced halves, those game-changing halves of Jerome Hughes and Cameron Munster, at least one of them to be in that team for them to really, get that quality going. Happy 5th birthday. Lockie Hutton says Eels by 4, 24-20. Here he is, X Factor. Where's the book? Come on, where's the book? I don't have my book. Give me 1 second, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here while I get the book, because we have to write down the big fella's back here, because it comes to do with you guys too. Like, you wanted to win. You wanted to win, son. Oh boy. Let's dig in, eh? You like that one? Let's dig in. Stephon Diggs. Winner, chicken dinner. I like it. He's got 2 first-round picks. Boom. Alrighty, so X Factor. What's he written here? So X Factor's bet for today. $200 donation and 10 gift memberships if Storm win 1-12. Olam and Grant School, that's a good little bet there. I like that. Storm 1-12. So Storm 1-12. Yeah, I can't see this being 13 plus to either of these teams. So Storm 1-12 and Olam and Grant. I feel this. I'm feeling it. Olam and Grant anytime try scorers, and that's $200 donation, $200 donation, and 10 gifts of memberships. So 10 of you guys would get a membership. Whoa. Now we're talking 10 memberships. My goodness me. We're all over the shop. We're already started. We've only been here 10 minutes and we're getting crazy. There we go. The big fella, Jake McDonald says, here he is. I'm here, mate. I'm here. Are you here? I hope you're here. I hope you're ready to rock and roll. Brighton Roberts says, X Factor not mucking around. It's not mucking around. You know who's mucking around? Legion Danner. Now that bloke is mucking around. He's always mucking around. He's a muppet, that guy. He is an absolute muppet. Polo, look, I'm not really going to obviously deal with this on live stream, my guy. I hope you're alright. I hope you seek the right help that you do need. But obviously this stream isn't really necessarily about what you're saying. If you feel free to message me on Instagram if you'd like to talk. But I'm sorry, I can't really, this is not really the right stream for that. But do know that you are worthy and do know people will love you. Lockie Hutton says tip Titans to win this week. Let's go, Butter. Let's go. I didn't, but that's because I've got the punishments that I just feel like I'm going to have to do a punishment next week. I just feel it. I know this week is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. Neymar Ulolo says, French Francois, let's go, Storm. Oh, no, he says Eels win by 6 points. Well, bonjour de Paris. There we go, bonjour de Paris. Star Wars fanboy says, is Gamble going to be out of 17 now? Gamble's not in the 17, is it the Knights? Would it says probably only said it because Kev didn't resign him. Of course he did. Of course he did. He's hurt. His little broken heart is hurt. His feelings are hurt and he's crying like a little baby. It's just obvious is what Tyson Gamble's doing. Looks like an idiot. And that's cool. Like, you do you. That's what he chose to do, and he will live by his mistakes and he will live by his choices. He's a big boy. He knows how to do that. But yeah, it's just him trying to get himself into the media because he's a bit of a mug. He's a bit of a mug. He's a big mug. Below Block says Gamble celebrates when it's a penalty like he just won a grand final. I know. Yeah, no, he's a moron. He's a moron. But then again, that's a part of it. It's entertainment, man. It's all entertainment. You know, I get a bit, crazy at games, and it's all for entertainment. He does that in the game. You know, it's just what people do, man. You know, it's all part of it. You just have to respect it for what it is. But I just don't. I think there's a place, and I think that what Gamble was saying was disrespectful for me. So it's like, cool. You do you, man. You do you. Greg says, to be fair, all teams celebrate a penalty, especially Panther players. They came on like it's settling. Okay. We can't get through a stream without Penrith fans being mentioned with Centrelink. I'm not going to deny it. But, we can't get through a stream without Penrith fans being insulted for being Centrelink. It used to be the Rabbitohs. Now it's back to being Penrith. Well, I think it was Rabbitohs and it went to Penrith. No, it was Rabbitohs and then Rabbitohs. Yeah, it's only now new Penrith, but it used to always be the Rabbitohs getting insulted with that one. Dan DeVere says, Sean Lane have a cracker game tonight. There we go. X8 says, make sure you guys get around the stream. This game is going to be a cracker. It's going to be a cracker. It absolutely is going to be. Alexi says, hey, hello, Alexi, leading down says, Shuey. We do have a couple of people asking me to do a Shuey. You have to comment it on the actual tipping video, though, not here. I'm not going to remember your comment, Dano, in the bloody live chat. I can't even remember what I'm speaking about right now. I can't even hear my own thoughts right now. But you have to go to the tipping video. That has been banging, by the way. You guys have been loving those tipping videos. 2,000 views in the last 24 hours, which is pretty impressive, man, considering it's just a tipping video. It's just talking about the game. But yeah, obviously go and comment on that video with a punishment, and if I get 5 or less, which means I can only have 2 wrong. Oh, I meant to do 6 or less, because I can only have 2 wrong. I meant to do 6 or less. So it was meant to be only 2 wrong. Well, that gets me out of it. Ben James says Broncos can still make it, or am I tripping? They can still make it, Ben, but you're tripping. Grace Tan says, hi, Baker. Hello, Grace. Blake Harler says, $50 donation. Oh, here we go. Blake Harler's coming in with some juicy little thing here, too. He's coming in with something juicy here. Blake Harler. So what do we got? Blake Harler says, $50 donation if Eels 1 to 12. All right, so we've got the Storm 1 to 12 with X Factor. Eels 1 to 12 with Blake. He's a Panthers fan, too. Gee whiz. Who do you really support out West, eh? Sivo try scorer at Eels race of 20 points. Oh, okay, there's another one coming up here. There's another one. I was going to say, geez, that's a big one there. Sivo try scorer plus race to 20. Race to 20 Eels. Big call, that. Big call. And then what's the next one? The next one was Roosters 1 to 12. I like that. I do have the Roosters in that game as well. And especially with a few in and out, shake it all bats in that game. Johnston try scorer and Roosters waste 2 points. All right. So Johnston, that should be a lock. He scores every single game. When was the last game he did not score? Race to 20 is the Tooksters. And that will be for a $50 redo donation. Alrighty, there we go. We're getting rocking and rolling here, baby. $50. There we go. Thinking folks, what's the punishment this week? I don't know, mate. We'll randomise it next week if I have to do it. I might not have to do it because I made a mistake and actually said 5 or less, which means I can get 3 wrong. I actually meant to. If I'm doing the right 8, 7, yeah, that would mean I could get 3 wrong. I actually meant to do it so I can only get 2 wrong, so it's actually meant to be 6 or less. But now we've got that excuse. Ryan Zarkle says, "Come on, Para, please win this." Brian Roberts says, "You're tripping, Ben," and I honestly backed the Titans in New Zealand this week. I wouldn't be surprised if we win, man. I just think that it's in New Zealand. We've won there one time in our last 9 attempts. I couldn't even remember until I saw that stat today. I thought the last win that we had there was back in like 2009. New Zealand are normally our bogey team. Yes, obviously we've beaten them our last 2 times, 44-0 and 20-18 earlier this year. But overall, that was both times. Both times at Seabus. Yeah, both times at Seabus. So over there in New Zealand, last game of the season, Warriors ready to rock and roll to finish off their season. I don't know, man. I feel like the Warriors might get that one, but I'm happy to prove wrong, man. I'm happy. We'll be streaming it. We'll be streaming it right here with you guys. Tommy says, anyone excited to see a losing team claiming they were robbed at full time? Yeah, that'll probably be me on Saturday. Neymar Ululu says tomorrow Roosters will win by 4 points. 4 points? Yeah, I don't mind it, to be fair. Budman says hello. Hello, Budman. Mamadou says, I'm here, baby. Yep, that's you. You are here. You are right. You are here. Sean Grimmett says, I want Eels to win. Oh, cool. Gregory Johnson says, I want Melbourne to win tonight and Roosters to beat South. Chooks can jump to 5th. If the Storm win this game, and then whoever wins tomorrow goes to 5th. If the Storm win today, whoever wins tomorrow goes to 5th, and the Eels will be in 6th. So basically, no matter what, unless it's a draw tomorrow, if the Eels lose this game, they will go to 6th, which is still a home final, to be fair. That is how to play the losing team of tomorrow night in the first game of the finals next week. Ryan Zargle says, I hope we don't underestimate the Storm because their outs come out firing. Absolutely. You've got a good record against them in recent years, but with that being said, you are still Parramatta. Parramatta is Parramatta. Parramatta is still Parramatta. So you still got to understand this team is still pretty shit house on time to time. Most of the time. Luke says, I'm thinking Eels will have a shocker and Storm will even without Hughes. I'm thinking Eels will have a shocker and Storm will win even without Hughes. Potentially, man. Potentially. I've got a Storm to win. I've got a Storm to win here. I think it's a very tough game to predict, though. I think it's going to be so close, and I'm so excited for it. I'm really excited for it. This is probably the only game I'm really kind of excited for this week. Yes, obviously Titans, because it's my team, but in the same sense, it's kind of sad. You know, obviously this is the end part of the season. You know that the people you've connected with, your friends, your family, that you've been around with the footy, it's over after this weekend. Effectively, it was actually over last weekend. Which for me was actually my best vlog that I've ever done. I really loved doing that vlog. I've actually watched it back. I don't usually watch my stuff back. You know, obviously I do it, so I don't usually, maybe later in life I'll watch them back, but I usually find it quite cringe for me to watch the stuff back because I'm having to edit it anyway. But I actually watched it back and I actually enjoyed my own vlog. Like it was so much fun. Like it really was fun to look back at what that time was on Sunday, and we had a good time with the Titans Knights game. So if you haven't seen the vlog yet, guys, go and check it out. Payment Lads is who you tipping for this game. I took the Storm, mate. I took the Storm. I'm pretty happy to hear people say the Eels, though. I could see either team 1 or 12 here. I know either team 1 or 12. Jacob McDonald says, what about that Connor Betsy tackle last week? I disagree with South Africans here. Now, we'll speak like this because I'll be doing the Wallabies versus South Africa game on Saturday. That was amazing. A lot of South Africans are thinking that it was a shoulder charge. It was not a shoulder charge. You can see that he's attempting to wrap his arm around. He's attempting. It's just the way that he stood back. A lot of facts go into it. We're not going to talk too much about it because obviously this is a rugby league stream. But yeah, I disagree with a lot of South Africans that it was a bad tackle. I think it was a fine tackle and they just got beaten by a better team. South Africans, they never know how to actually admit they lost the game. Sachin Callan says, please give us a golden point. That'd be amazing. It will be amazing, yeah. Budman says, I'm an Eels fan, so I'm pretty nervous. Yeah, I can imagine. Liam Dan says 100% was the best vlog. Ulavalu says, Uppity Eels, getting ready Eels there. Dasmate says, according to the radio this morning, Jeremy Hughes is out for the Storm tonight. Not sure who Jeremy is. I'm not too sure who Jeremy is. No, I think Jerome Hughes is out. Jeremy must have been his evil twin. And obviously, he's not playing that. He's actually never played before. So he is actually technically out. I don't know if he was ever born, but it happened. It definitely happened. So the radio's actually right there, Daz, and you're actually wrong. He is actually out because he didn't ever actually play. So he's not in. Huh? You got to start thinking, mate. You got to start thinking, Daz, mate. Come on, mate. Come on. Luke says, big Brim Dog on the drum. Big Brim Dog. Got to get around Tino as well. I tried to get Tanner involved. So Tanner's actually right in front of me. Tanner Boyd. He was right in front of me. He didn't want to get on the drums. He didn't want to get on the drums. So Tino was there. Brim Dog was here. And then Tanner was here. I had my arm around Tanner over here. But it's just like, it would have been weird if I put the camera like this and just straight into his face. Because it was so claustrophobic, man. Like, there was so many people around, dude. There was so many people around. You could not move. But yeah, no, it's a fun time. You know, the boys, I love the boys, and they're always getting involved. And I truly believe that we're the best community club in the league. I truly believe it. I can't tell you a club that has done something similar to that or similar to what they do throughout the year. Even for a 15th place team, very impressive. Jacob McDonald says the tackle was absolutely crazy, incredible, no regard for his own safety. It did the job, didn't it? It did the job, mate. It did the job, and we won the game. Boom, 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 boom. Toxic Murphy says Hughes is out. No way the Eels are losing tonight. I don't think you know who the Eels are. Ferguson, what about Bunny's Roosters? Surely pump for that? Not really, mate. It's like there's a few players out here and there. I think that not really. They're not really playing for anything. They're technically playing for a home ground advantage, but both of them have. It's their home ground. Like they play at the same stadium. Like I know it's probably Allianz with Roosters, but Allianz is actually pretty close to where Rabbitohs supporter base is actually. That's why Rabbitohs fans are Rabbitohs organisation is trying to get Allianz as their stadium. Because, out that ways, it's definitely still Rabbitohs territory. I know it's eastern suburbs and whatnot, but I'm telling you, Rabbitohs fans are chock-a-block throughout the entirety of Sydney. And you still get a lot of Rabbitohs fans in that stadium. So, either way, whether it's a core or Allianz, they're still more than likely playing each other. If the Eels win tonight, then no matter what, the Roosters and the Rabbitohs will be playing each other in the first week. If the Eels lose tonight, no matter what, they won't be playing each other in the first week and probably won't play each other in the finals. So I don't really care too much about tomorrow night unless... no, I just don't really care tomorrow night because it's going to be a good game. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to enjoy it. We're still going to stream both those games, but it's just there's not much to be played for. There is something to be played for. Storm coming out here onto the ground. Let's hit that thumbs up button, guys, and subscribe if you are new around here. Let's get... Sebastian, all day, congrats on getting a year closer to death. Mate, you just are a lovely human being, aren't you, Sebastian? You just are a lovely human being. But you know who's even more lovely? Erling Haaland, mate. Erling Haaland, mate, 9 goals. That's what we're talking about. Should have 10 if Phil Foden knew how to pass it back at Bournemouth. Sean Grimmett says, can't wait for the finals. I was actually feeling quite unwell this morning, by the way. That's why I didn't stream that game. I got up for it and I was sitting there and I was just like, I just didn't feel it. I was just feeling really unwell, feeling kind of... The season has been a grind. It has been a grind with the Titans, and I guess I'm just kind of looking forward to smacking out that Premier League and smacking out the finals, and we've got the Rugby League World Cup, FIFA World Cup coming up. So I feel like I just, with the Titans this year, it has been a bit of a mental grind rather than a physical grind. I just kind of needed to take that break this morning. Desmond says, first one to add a couple of more zeros to the coffee fund wins the Tesla. First one to add a couple more zeros. We do have the coffee fund right here, ladies and gentlemen. And if you do donate through that, or if you donate at any stage, whether it be memberships or if it's that coffee fund thing or just the YouTube donation, obviously we do bang that. Is it that side? No, it might be that side. I don't know. Either way, if you do donate, we chuck that on there, so it does help out the channel. Thank you, folks. Yeah, sure. I think they're made again next week and there'll be something to hype up. Yeah, exactly. But alrighty, guys, the Eels are going to be kicking off here. The Storm are going to receive it first. Alex says he's a great placement for the Queen Brighton. Luke says even Hasbuller is a Rabbitohs fan. But it was great to see Hasbuller absolutely slap the Rabbitohs up in there in that dressing room. But the Eels are going to grab the ball here. Sorry, the Storm are going to grab the ball here inside their end goal until we come in. Kamika brings it down to the 10. Good work there. Budman says, if we lose, I won't be surprised because we choke a lot of games. Yep, you do. Yes, you do. Parramatta man. Yes, you do. Storm left-hand side now, and it's going to be the big Nelson Solomona, who has been having a really, really good end of the season. I know he's been in and out of the media, and I know he's got a lot of shit that goes on with him in regards to the grubbiness of his game. But he has been having a really tough end of the season in regards to really solid form and just runs it straight up the line really hard and is really good. So, look, the media may be talking shit, and fair enough too. He is just a bit of a gronk when it comes to the in-play game, but as part of the game, man, and as long as it's not actually injuring someone, it's all on good. I thought it was going to be a slap there. It was a good tackle there, so it'll be first tackle of the Eels 15 minutes out. I do think that Nelson's had a really good end to the season. Tommy says the only home ground that South fans is in the line outside Centrelink. And there we go, guys. Rabbitohs fans are now back to the Centrelink people, not Penrith anymore. Walter White says 2023 Titans top 8, mate. You've had me at a low, mate. You just said a low, and I was like, yep, you know what? I like it. Austin Greensill says, hey, mate, what is your prediction for Roosters vs Rabbitohs tomorrow? You should know, mate. I did my tipping video yesterday. You should have been able to see it. It was on the channel. A whole heap of you guys have viewed it, so you should be able to go and check out my tips for this week. So fit tackle now with the ball at the halfway lines. Your Parramatta Squeals. They're gonna. The AFL's on tonight too. It's not an elimination final. No, it is. No, it's not an elimination final. No, that's Friday and Saturday, I think. I can't remember. It's tonight. Tonight's Lions, isn't it? I think it's tonight's Lions. Somebody says nothing like catching up with the footy and de-stress after a long day at work. Exactly right, mate. Exactly right. Second tackle here. They get the ball out to the 20. But Jasmine says there's a Centrelink near Bankwest. Bit surprised South haven't considered that as a home ground. Oh my God. Brian Robert says effort play from Nuffa. It was good. Yeah, it was good. Tommy says I'm a South fan. Oh no, something's wrong with you. Sergeant Kellen says Penrith fans and South fans take turns. 1 second, Stormer away here, right hand side. Was that not forward? Doesn't matter if it was forward. Xavier Coates gets taken over the sideline. So it will be Eels ball here at the 42. Sean Grimmett says Eels win because I want Rabbits versus Roosters knockout finals game. That would be amazing. It would be amazing. It would. You can't just say it's not going to happen because it generally is a good shout here. The Eels win this game. Blake Carl says Munster is at fullback. By the way, is he? Is Munster a fullback? Is that what's happening? Why would they do that? Why would they have too inexperienced in the halves? It makes no sense to me. I wasn't telling you that you were wrong. I was just saying that personally, I wouldn't be doing that. But then again, he may be mixing it up. He may be going to fullback, and then in the attacks, I think that's what they're doing. I think in defense, he's going fullback, which makes sense. And then in attack, he's probably moving into that 5'8" role to create that attack. I'm not too sure. That's what I'd personally be doing. But then again, that's going to be very tiring there for Cameron Munster, especially considering that, realistically, if you think about it, there's not too much to play for. Like, you want to be in the top 4, but with that being said, sometimes teams don't actually... There's not really too much help actually getting that week off. Usually teams who get the week off actually do lose. So third set just us Geelong Cats fans. Right hand side now, the Eels, the ball part of Leaky taking out the 20. Fergie Ferg says, wow, Munster's still playing fullback, surprising. I think he probably is playing defensive and then goes into the 5'8" in the attack. But the Eels now 10 metres out of the line, fit tackle. That's just me kind of just guessing off the top of my head as where I didn't even notice that Munster was a fullback. Left hand side now, chance here for the Eels. Oh, well, you're just stupid. No obstruction. No, you're just as stupid that ever did stupid. Parramatta, what you doing? It's meant to be what you doing, Parramatta. Melbourne Storm getting pulled at 15. That was so dumb. Like, that was really, really dumb. Nate says Eels for the win. After that attack, I don't know about that. Olam rolls the ball, second tackle. Brown, that's Munster there. Munster is definitely playing in the 5'8" in attack. Munster is definitely playing in that 5'8" role in attack. All right, here we go. Storm. Maybe high tackle. No, apparently not. All right, so at the 50 now, Jackson's high. Jack right hand side now for the Storm. Meany trying to get through there. He'll get taken down to 43. Sean Griffith says, I will not be shocked if Cowboys score 50 on the Panthers. You absolutely should be. That's a ridiculous comment to make. The Panthers are still the Panthers. They've still got a good defensive system. Geez, Nofaluma's giving some effort plays so far. That's a bit of a ridiculous comment, mate. I think that I think that's completely and utterly incorrect. The Panthers are still a system. The system is very defensive. And I think that even though people really underestimate it, like they're not just getting Tom, Dick and Harry's from the street, guys. Like I understand that Cowboys should win that game. Cowboys haven't been exactly fantastic of recent note, to be completely honest with you. But the Cowboys should win, and they should win well. But to say they're going to score 50 is pretty outrageous. Like, if they do it, it's possible. Anything's possible in sport. But, like, come on, man. They're still a defensive system, and you're still going to give credit to the Panthers, despite the fact that they're playing a very much reserve-grade team. And also, the Cowboys could easily, if the Storm lose tonight, the Cowboys can feel free to rest players too. Because, let's be honest, the Sharks are not losing to the Knights. They're just not losing to the Knights. Second tackle of the Storm at 15. The Sharks aren't losing to the Knights. So the Cowboys, if the Storm lose tonight, aren't playing for really anything. They're going to come third. Right? Because the Sharks will beat the Knights. They'll come second. The Cowboys will save, for example, beat the Panthers, and they'll come third. But if the Storm win tonight, they go above the Cowboys, right? So, if the Storm lose tonight, the Cowboys will stay in third. So, there's all possibility that they rest players too, the Cowboys. Fit tackle now, they get sport to 45. And I won't be surprised the Tigers score 50 on the Raiders. You shut your dirty mouth. You guys better not hit 50. So, the Eels now get sport to the 20, 25, and Queen Gutho is going to get taken down at 30. Noah Lomas says, the last time Storm played the Chooks round 24, Munster played 5'8" role when it comes to attack. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he plays 5'8" in regards to the attack, but then when it comes to defense, he goes back into the fullback role. Which is kind of interesting to me. It obviously means they don't believe in Meany, which will hurt Dad's mate's little broken heart. Z25s would be surprised if the Dragons put 50 on the Bronx. That's not outrageous, but in the same sense, I've got the Broncos winning that game, but it's not absolutely outrageous. Apparently, though, the Dragons have not lost a game to the Broncos since 1998 at Cogra, which is wild. At Cogra, they have not lost a game to the Broncos since 1998. This is definitely starting out like a defensive grind as we speak, though, guys. Fit tackle here for the Eels at the 40. They go right-hand side here. And the Eels are going to whack that bad boy right up in the air. And it should be an easy take for Nofaluma. And he will take it there, and he'll bring it back up to the 15. Really impressive that Nofaluma to start out this game. Sergeant Gull says, the only thing which isn't possible in sport Is the Warriors winning the comp unless the year is 2097? Hey, listen, settle down, mate. It's a bit too soon. 2097? You're the biggest wisher that ever did wish ya. 2097? My goodness me, that's too soon for the Warriors, man. Come on, Munster, right-hand side, second tackle here. They spread out quickly again. They're trying to utilise this, I don't know, they're trying to really utilise this right side defensive lapse, I guess, from the Eels. I'm not too sure. Storm here, good run. They're away. Munster's away here. He's going to step around, take him down to 30. Queen. Oh, no, he's still up here. He's still up. The Storm is still going here. It's still going, and they'll be taken down to 23. Forward tackle here for the Storm. Harry Grant rolls this one back into Felice Kafusi. Kafusi now, left-hand side to... Johns to Munster here to Maney. Out on that side, Nofaluma back on the inside, he 15 minutes out. He gets around, he's taking out 10. Fit tackle here. Here comes the Storm. Fit tackle for Kenny Brom. Gets it off here to Maney. Maney puts it up in the air. Not a great kick, to be honest with you. And Micah Sivo. Take him out. Gee whiz, what a take. What a take by Micah Sivo. Barbara says Marca or Sivo. Who you got? I'd say Sivo in rugby league. In Union, I'm taking Conobetti. It's a tough one. I would say probably Conobetti, though. I'd say Conobetti is faster for one. And secondly, it's just as tough. Penalty to the Eels here. It's just as tough. He's just such a nuggety little player. And what he did on the weekend was incredible. Hopefully he does it again this week at Allianz on Saturday. Crazy that obviously Allianz gets 2 games straight in a row on Friday and obviously Saturday for the first time in, 3 years? Budman, you're going to get timed out, mate. Please don't spam the chat. Like, we get it. You're an Eels fan. We get it, mate. But please don't spam the chat. You're going to get timed out for 5 minutes, man. So, the Eels now with the ball. 43 metres out of the line. And there we go. Sebastian did that before he even heard me say that. And Dad's mate did it too. Sasha Kell says, you're right. Us Warriors fans can dream, though. Stop dreaming, mate. You tried your best. You felt miserable. The lesson is never to try. I've come to terms with that. Second tackle now for the Eels. Right side. Pull for pass. No, apparently not. Let's just pretend that didn't happen then, referee. Oh, no. So, third tackle here. They're 25 minutes out on the line. 30 minutes to play here in the first half, guys. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. On our way to 20k, baby. Let's go. We're only, 140 odd subscribers away now from hitting 19,000. So, appreciate that, guys. Eels now, fit tackle, 15 metres out. Mevedis, of course, an Eels fan would do that. Of course he would do that, Muppet. Oh, he's lost the ball, I think. Yep, he's lost the ball. He's lost the ball, the old Dylan Brown. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Eels need to capitalise off that penalty. Well, they're not going to. There's going to be a knock on there from the Eels. So the Storm will get the ball here about 10 metres out from their own line. Dan says, you can just say that in one sentence, Mr. Butman. You could have just said that in one sentence. You are right, Daz, mate. You are right. You're not usually right, but this time you were right. You definitely were right. I'm going to get my bottle of water here, guys. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm right about that. That's what I'm going to do. You're not going to stop me. You're just not going to stop me. See? Huh? He's got his bottle of water, and he didn't stop me. So Storm here on first tackle. They'll get this ball out to the 15 now. So it'll be 0 tackle, actually. Oh, no. First tackle. Okay, cool. Tommy says, Dad's bold. You assume Eels fans can type one sentence. It's a good point. It's a very good point, that. Come on, Grant, let's get a cheeky first try. Let's just get a try going here. You know, it's been a very defensive first 10 minutes. But then again, we've seen a couple of breaks here and there. Storm right inside now. Kamika gets his ball out to the 35. And a penalty to the Storm. Is that a drum that I hear at Parramatta? Haven't heard that one before. Tommy says, Dad's body. That's right. Copper says, Flanders versus whoever the Oz Union boss is. Who is the boss of Union now? It's not Raylene Castle anymore. Who is the boss of Rugby Union now? I can't remember. Thompson, you got winning. I backed the Storm in. I'm honestly wouldn't be surprised either way here. I think it's 1-12 either side, but I've taken the Storm 1-12 in my punishments tipping video. So I beg that the Storm do win, so that I don't have to do it as their punishment. Awful pass. Yeah, wow, that was bad. Oh boy, that was bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was just about to like and then saw the number. Oh, you're a muppet. Sentence 25 says they can't type one sentence because they haven't seen one premiership. That's why I find it funny whenever Eels fans talk about premierships. You just like, and they shit on other teams with premierships. It's just like, settle down, mate. You haven't been born for one of yours. Bright says, gee whiz, Jesse. Gee whiz. Hurry forward. Hot Upper says, who's played better? It's been 11 minutes. No one's played better in the first 11 minutes. I'd say maybe you could lean with the Eels, but it's been 11 minutes, my guy. So Eels here, 45 minutes. Yeah, but then again, the Storm are the ones who have had the line break. I'd say, yeah, maybe the Eels, but the Storm had the line break. Except now Eels need to capitalise, surely. You don't want them to. You got Storm 1 and 12. So right hand side here for the Eels. Moses gives up to Papali'i, and Papali'i taken down about 25 metres out of the line. Feddy Brands, would you rather get a game-winning try for your state or the grand final? I'll go grand final because it's a lot harder to win a grand final than Origin, in my personal opinion. Left-hand side now. Eels get taken down here at the 10. Fit tackle. The grand final for me is a lot harder because you have to go through a full season rather than Origin, which is designed for 1 second. Whoa! No, Storm, no, that's a terrible try. That's a terrible try. That's a terrible try to give up. That is a dreadful try. My God. Storm, no. That is an absolutely dreadful try, that. That is oh my God, that try is so bad. Is he allowed to get up there, though? If they're still on him, he can't get up there. Yeah? He probably is allowed to do it, but that is just dreadful. Try confirm, of course it is. That's dreadful from the Storm. For 13 minutes in, wow, Storm, that defense was something else. So it's going to be 4-0 to Parramatta, and it will be 6-0 because they should be able to get this kick. But Dylan Brown just steps off his left foot, and that was cool. But then there's two guys who tackled him, and he just. All right, well there you go. Dylan Brown will score a try. You'll take it, Parramatta. Yeah, you'll take it, Parramatta, I guess. This is, of course, here comes the Eels fans here. Hill Price, that was bad defending, but hey, you take what you get. You take what you get. You take what you get. You take the 4 points, mate. You take the 4 points. All right, so Moses here from the left-hand side. Here goes Vossi with his weekly Dylan Brown wank. And there goes the conversion. So it'll be 6-0 here, 14 minutes in. And the Parramatta Squeals take the first lead. Nostra says, if the Eels win, that means Roosters and Rabbits playing finals, correct? Yes, if the Eels win, no matter what you play finals, it's just whether it be at Allianz or a core. If if Rabbitohs obviously win tomorrow, then it'll be a core. If the Roosters win tomorrow, it'll be at Allianz. Colina Sierra Torre says, yes, Aberdrua, Tosso Viti, Tosso Drua. That's next year, though. Bright Robinson says, if Nelson kept his hand on him, it would have been all over, but he just let go. He just let go. He's a Muppet Man. He's just the biggest Muppet Man that ever did Muppet Man. Alright, so 15 minutes in here. Now I just need to see if I score and Eels win 1-12. Well, you got to let us know what part of the bet we're getting you, man, because we can't celebrate with you with your bet unless it's... Oh, no! Oh, no! No, you did not. No, you did not. My gosh. My gosh. I know I'm gonna have to do a punishment this week. I know it. So Eels, that's a great kick. They'll be 15 metres out of the line. Ryan Sarkis says, Sivo, you legend. Brett Roberts says, whistle hot for Klein tonight. Mate, he's whistle hot. He is. He's hot and bothered. So first second with the Eels, they're going to be 10 metres out of the line. Since when have Parramatta had a drum? Get your own instrument, you muppets. So Eels now, they'll be 10 metres out of their line. Toxie Mafia says, oh no, Toxie Mafia, you've just done yourself a disservice there, son. You've just done yourself an absolute disservice. That's a bit naughty, mate. A bit naughty, and you'll feel the ramifications for that. Justin Ola with a huge hit. Woo! It's your boys. Left-hand side now, Eels the ball. Paulo gets the offload away, Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown sits on the inside. 3 metres out. He's trying to get the offload away. And then we take it down. Mo's got slammed by Olaf. I don't know about Olaf, but Olaf definitely slammed him. Right hand side, Reid Marnie. Oh, it's an easy try, I'd say. Oh, no, he's been held up. I don't know about that. He's celebrating. I don't think so. Marata Niokore is celebrating. I do not think this is a try here. I don't think so. Marata Niokore wouldn't have a blind clue what's going on here because he's just run over the line. He's actually facing upwards. He wouldn't know if the ball hits the line or not, or if it just hits a player's arm. So, Neil Corey, like, he could get it, but in the same sense, he wouldn't know if he's got it. He's just celebrating regardless, and nah, it's not going to be called a try. The arms underneath it. I don't know why Eels fans are celebrating. You can't see the ball hit the ground. Maybe, just maybe. Maybe just, but, I don't know if you can overturn the decision. A ball is still up. Referee gets in the way. You can't see the ball on the ground. It's going to be no try. Yeah. I don't understand why the Eels fans are celebrating. It's pretty obvious that this ball is still up here. Well, it's not obvious, but it's you can see that the ball is still up. You're not going to be able to overturn this. You're not going to be able to overturn this call. It's going to be no try, guys. It's going to be no try. Yeah. So, it was called no try on the field. The live decision have held up. There you go. Don't know why Eels fans celebrated the whole time. You couldn't see the ball hit the ground there. Blake Huss, the touch gets in the way. Yeah, but the touch got in the way, but I don't think that the touch get in the way actually showed that it wasn't or was. I think he went past it at the time that it was still up anyway. So it was after the touchy had moved past that the ball was even in remote vicinity to touch on the ground. So it didn't really matter about the touchy there, in my opinion. Is it held or do you lose a ball? No, just held. You're allowed to Parramatta Monster is going to get taken down here. Is it a knock on from Eels or is it going to be a dropout? No knock on. Oh, I get. Can they overrule this? Yeah, they can because it's a dropout. So the bunker can actually overrule this. Alexander, my friend messaged me now and saying it. Saying what? Oh, Parramatta's excuses are saying the touch judge rigged it. Yeah, well, your friend's an idiot. It's gonna be a dropout. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I don't know. Firstly, I don't even understand why you're even talking about the touchy. Touchy had nothing to do with that. Mine had nothing to do with that. So it's gonna be. Oh no. That's it. Melbourne touch the first backwards and then a knock on. So it's gonna be Storm ball here. It's gonna be Storm ball here. Commentary doesn't know what they're talking about. Why are Eels fans booing? So Eels fans are booing because, and I will stick up for Eels fans in this sense. When you're at the game, guys, it's very hard to see if that ball is hitting the line or not. So you kind of assume it does because the screens are so far. We have the benefit of watching on the TV. We get all the different angles. It's a lot different when you're at the stadium where you've got heaps of people around you, people talking, distracting you, and you're looking up at the screen and you're looking so hard, but it's so far away. It's so hard at a game to actually get that call right. But when you've got the screens there, it's a lot easier to get the call right. So that's why if you see me on vlogs complaining, I actually will go home sometimes and I'll realise that we were just simply wrong at the stadium. It's very easy to be wrong at the stadium. Oh, good offload there from Nelson Salamona. Harry Grant with the ball now. Who gets this ball up to 30? The third tackle now. Jamie Simmons says, hey bro, hello mate. Noel Luke says, what would be a bigger finals game next week? Panthers Eels or Roosters Rabbitohs? Panthers Eels easy. Easy. Oh, wow, that's a bad knock on there from Jesse Bromwich. Welcome to Redcliffe, baby. Welcome to Redcliffe. Yeah, just a different atmosphere entirely. I don't know what that is. Fergie says Storm should just get a Munster to play in a Maroons jersey every week in order to make sure he plays well. I don't understand why we're shitting on. I don't understand why we're shitting on Munster. I don't really know what he's done wrong this year in regards to playing with the Storm. Brian Robert says, mate, have you noticed how many players don't wear mouth guards these days? A bit how you going. It's a bit how you going, mate. I don't understand why you wouldn't do that. Especially with the fact that high tackles definitely are still around. I would say, I know it's not allowed, it's not legal, but you're actually seeing worse high tackles because they're completely accidental. I don't know, it's weird to say, but a lot of the time you're actually seeing really clobbers across the chin. Not compared to the 80s, but compared to the last 20 odd years, I'd say. So second tackle now for the Eels, we're at the 20. Fergie just mainly post-origin looks a bit tired or maybe worn out by the contract talk. Timeout Walter White, please. Tommy says, Alex, how does Klein still have a job as a ref? It's a good question. How does anyone here have a job as a ref? So it's going to be third tackle over the Eels. Left-hand side, they've had all the attacks so far. Sean Lane, how do you hold on to that one? He'll be 10 metres out, 8 metres out now, 4 tackle. I get it helps you breathe, but man, I'll get the mouth guard. You want the mouth guard, mate. You definitely wouldn't want to be playing without it. You're seeing a lot more players actually start to wear headgear too. Right-hand side now. Olam came off his line there. They better get him. Olam came off his line. He gets the offload away, so it's still going to be Eels with the ball here, 10 metres out, but Olam, was not a good defensive read. It wasn't a good defensive read. If they got that ball out there, it would have been an easy try. So left-hand side of the Eels, 6 again here on fifth tackle. Wow, Storm. They have not had a good start here. Alright, so first tackle here for the Eels. They're 5 minutes out from the line. Reed Marnie, left-hand side of Moses. Moses here to Brown. Brown here to Queen Gutho. Queen Gutho's an idiot. He's 5 minutes out. And he'll be taken down. Second tackle. If I was a ref, I'd let blocker blow my whistle. There's something wrong with you, that's for sure. I had to make sure what you're saying there. And it's going to be Campbell Gillard. And he'll be taken down at the 10-metre line now. Third tackle. Geez, this last 10 minutes has been a lot of pressure by the Eels. You'd hope they score, to be completely honest with... Oh, no way! I tell you what, though. Olam's defensive reads in this game have not been good. They have not been good. Olam's defensive reads in this game so far have not been good. There was definite space there for the Eels to score. Look how far in Olam is there. Like, look how... Olam, you're playing on the inside. You have to rely on him there. You have to believe in your play on the inside. You can't be coming out there. Going inside there. That was just as simple. If he catches that ball, to try. Olam's defensive reads in this game. He's really not playing well there. But made a good tackle before. There's a lot more from him, though. Byron says Queen could have passed. The Queen could have passed, but it's the Queen, you know. So 20 minutes to go, hit the first half. 20 minutes to go, the first half. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe if you're new around here. On our way to 19,000. And then we're on our way to 20k. Look at us go. So Storm now. I'll get this ball to the 15. By the way, guys, we are actually going to be doing a Kahoot next week. An NRL Kahoot. We are going to be doing an NRL Kahoot. So if you don't know what a Kahoot is, then you're a muppet. But if you do know what a Kahoot is, it's going to be good fun. So be there on the stream next week. I think probably on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. So third tackle now, get the ball at the 30. Headgear doesn't work for me since I don't have any brain to hurt. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you definitely don't. Harry Grant will get this ball to the 45 now, 4 tackle. Sean Rivers' power can be good or bad. Well, we are very well aware of that. Felice Kafusi gets his ball to the 45. First time Storm have had themselves in the attacking half for about 14 years. Would I tip Canberra to beat Storm in finals considering Ray's good record at Annie Park? Absolutely not. So up it goes there. It's a good kick there from Munster. If it bounces right, it's actually going to be perfect. Bounce. Perfect. It's going to be a drop out. That is a fantastic kick there from Cameron Munster. That is a fantastic kick there. And it will be... Oh, sorry, Nick Meaney. Nick Meaney with a good kick. Nick Meaney. Look at that kick. Just going to bounce beautifully into the end goal. Not too hard. It was, like I kept saying, when the ball was in the air, it relies on the bouncing. And NRL Kahoot, yeah, will be. Will be. City vs Forest scoreline. Yeah, no, we're very well aware of that. We're very well aware of that. Liverpool, very lucky. The Dogs. So I think that's meant to be a short kickoff there, but that was a dreadful short kickoff. And Storm will get the ball here at the 25. So we get the ball here at the 25. Harry Grant rolls it back. Right hand side, and they're going to get this ball to the 22nd tackle now. He slapped Moses everything. He slapped him. Who do you think is the best hooker in the comp right now? Me. Left hand side now, second tackle. Gives it off here to Johns. Johns to Meaney and Munster. Munster, Kenny Brom. Kenny Brom back on the inside. He's still going. Oh, taking it to the 5. Third tackle now. Third tackle rolls back to Nofaluma. Nofaluma to Munster. Munster out back here to Harry Grant. Harry Grant fakes it. Gives it off to Johns. Meaney. Oh, to Xavier goes. Oh, good defense, Mike Sivo. Good defense, Mike Sivo there. Stops Xavier Coates from scoring. And it will be Eels' ball here at the 10. I don't think he goes over the in goal. But that's great defense there from Mike Sivo to block him out. He's been good. He's been good. Look at that. It was a nice... That was just nice rolling there defensively from the Eels there. It's very easy. Like, they just bit off a little bit more than they could chew there, the Storm. Yeah, it should be ball at the 10. Should be ball at the 10. Brian says it looked like he was going to get there. It did kind of look like he was going to get there, but Sivo, yeah, he got his legs chugging. They got his legs chugging. And, I don't even know what that is. Oh, I don't even know what that is. Blaze score competition. No, we'll do that on Premier League. Alex says, Coates is streaming, think he can score on Sivo. He's Barney, the biggest streamer. Hey, whatever. How's Richmond down 40? I don't know what the score is over there. If that's true, wow. Sachin Kells is beautiful from Sivo. So third tackle now for the Eels. They're 22 metres out of their own line. Is our favourite Mullet Man playing? The Mullet Man's not playing, though. He's not played for about 100 years, man. The Mullet Man's been out for like 6 weeks, like since the Raiders game. Jeez, the somersault of mine and go here. You can see him trying to get the niggle into the game. You can see him getting that niggle into the game. Rubber league, stream guys, rubber league. You know, a bit of rubber league doesn't hurt the soul, you know. So right inside here, Reid Marnie's going to put that ball up in the air. Ah! Oh! Oh! Oh, boy! What did I just say about Nas as well? What did I just say to you about Nelson Solomona? I said this literally about, 20 seconds ago. He's trying to get the niggle into the game. That is a massive hit on Moses, and it's a deliberate hit too. You can't tell me, after what I just said, that he's not deliberately trying to just take out the number 7 there. There's no way that you can't tell me he's not deliberately trying to take out the player there. Oh, the dog shit hit there from Nelson Solomona. It's not sin bin worthy. It's not, but it's definitely a penalty. But it's just dog shit. It really is dog shit. So Moses is actually injured here, guys. That is really dog shit from Nelson Solomona. Because there's no way... I wouldn't even entertain a thought that wasn't deliberate. I wouldn't even entertain a thought that wasn't deliberate. No chance will I listen to an argument that does not say that he didn't deliberately just try and take out the number 7. Brian Ramos says, Sivo looked quick, but Manny looked slow compared to Marika's effort. Okay, we get it. Marika Korobeti had a really good tackle. Right, we get it. It happened. Yeah, it was good. But let's get back to the game, eh? So first tackle now, left-hand side. And then we can take it down to the 5 now. Second tackle. That's Paul Moses. Second tackle now, Reed Marnie, right-hand side here. Defense coming out of the line. We're taking down 5. Manny's out now. Big Nelly is good for him. But he's not too bad for a nice little late shot. Third tackle now, left-hand side. And they'll be taken down at the 11, fourth tackle. The dirtiest NRL player, Nelson's up there. There's another one. That has recently been thrown around. Oh, wow! Chimama! The hits are on fire tonight. The hits are on fire tonight. This is a game, baby. This is a game right now. You can feel the energy. You can feel the ferocity in this game right now. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be fantastic. One to watch. Coming Munster gets us for the 43rd tackle. Moses had a bounty on him. Somebody says, I see why Nas can be a grub sometimes. Welcome to the party, son. Welcome to the party. And one day you'll come to the party about Gus Gould being biased too. So it's going to be Storm now get the ball to the 45. Don't understand why that's on report. Well, it's on report because I guess the way that it happened. Alright, so up it goes there. And Nofaluma's chasing tonight has been just absolutely phenomenal. How come Storm can't crush anyone else like they can the Warriors? Because you're shite. Sergeant Gallen says Lodge and Maguire are up there for the dirtiest player. Lodge is there. Who's the other one that I'm thinking about though? It's not Lodge. It's not Lodge. Pijanovic asked me about football and the World Cup on the Premier League streams this week. I'll be doing Liverpool-Everton. I'll be doing Man City versus Aston Villa. I'll be doing those. Oh, Nick Maney's hurt here. No, Kipper Johnson's hurt here, sorry. Kipper Johnson's going to have to go for a HIA here. We're doing plenty of Premier League streams this week. Oh, Warrior Hargraves is the one I'm thinking about. Brighton, you're absolutely right. Yeah, knowledge leagues. Yeah, Brighton. Warrior Hargraves. Oh, head clash with his own player there. Cooper Johnson will have to come from the field here for a HIA. Hopefully he's alright to come back. But, oh my god, that's a solid head clash there. That's into the temple nearly. I'm glad that isn't anything more serious. Like, Tui Kamikamica is a big Fijian guy. He is a big Fijian forward, and he's coming at you full force with his head and hits him into the side. I'm so glad that does not hit him in this area. If Cooper Johns gets hit in that area, wow, that would have been a much more dangerous situation than what it is right now. He's walking. He will have to come out for a HIA. There's no chance he can stay on there. But thank God that didn't hit him in the right. That hit him on the chin. If that goes up here, man, wow, that's dangerous. Knowledge Solutions, why haven't Knights got Cooper Johns pretty off for him to be in the Storm? No. Well, no. Alright. So, fifth tackle now, and it's going to be the Storm. Nofaluma gets his ball up to 20. X Factor, I can see people chatting about my trade in the chat. I think, Cooper John's going to have to come off here. He'll have to come off. Starting running though for the Dolphins means nothing to me. Dolphins for me aren't great. So, I'll take the best wide receiver in fantasy, please. Maybe second to Justin Jefferson. So, jeez, that would have been rough. Brian Robinson says, Johns is smart, beat the Storm in the first place. Yeah, why would you want to beat the Knights right now? Why would you want to beat the Knights right now? Medium Munster halves, who goes fullback? you'd be probably looking at Nofaluma, maybe. I don't know, really. I don't know. Who was on their bench? I don't know. I'll have a look in a second. Blake Harson surely just moved Munster to halves and immediate fullback now. Yeah, but who's the other half? Because Jerome Hughes isn't playing tonight. Unless we're forgetting something. So 4 tackle here at the 35. 4 tackle. Dolphins will finish bottom 4, man. Maybe not last. Maybe the Knights could finish below them. Munster here left hand side. Kenny Brom. Kenny Brom gets it off here to Justin Olam. Olam offloads it. Nofaluma. Back on the inside of Kenny Brom. Kenny Brom with a good run there. Gets the ball to the 20. All right, 5th tackle here. Eels defense. Or Coates fullback. Yeah, fair enough, Slubber. Fair enough. Munster here. He'll kick that ball right across here. Xavier Coates. Oh, that's going to be taken down to the 1 metre line. 1 metre out there. Jeez. There is some absolute... If you've got race to 20 in this game, Blake, I'm sorry, but I can't see either team hitting 20 in this game. It's a very defensive grind, and it's just so... There's a lot of passion in this game. 3rd tackle here for the Eels at the 5. And... Whoa! I disagree with that call, referee. Nah, I disagree with that call. He's still trying to play there. He's still trying to play. I really disagree with that call there. He's still trying to play. The tackle's still being made. You can't be calling a penalty for that. I think that's bullshit. So Parramatta will get played out of their own in 10 there, and we'll get to the 30. I think that's a bullshit call there. Bennett getting around the Eels. No solution. Do you think it's possible to play with 1 half? Jeez, you're a question man tonight, are you? No, because I think that we saw that the Rabbitohs found success last year that they're playing 3 halves compared to 2. So I definitely wouldn't want to be going with 1 instead of 2, let alone 3. Great intensity this game. Yeah, great intensity this game. So 2nd tackle now for the Eels. They'll be 45 metres out from their own line. Forward pass. Come on, referee. All right, 3rd tackle now for the Eels at the 45. That was so forward there from Red Marnie. Matt Manson's Warrior Hargraves, the biggest dog. That's what I'm saying. He's definitely up there as well. That's what I was trying to think of. It's either him or Nelson. It's definitely 50-50 between the 2. Kick there at 4 tackle is going to be actually a very good kick there for the Eels. Xavier Coates here trying to get out, and he'll get taken down in the in goal. It's actually a very good kick. It's a very good kick. Hill Fryer says, very entertaining game this one. Yeah, it has been a very good game so far. Has been a very good game so far. So 11 minutes to go here in the first half. No, Lolo says, Andrew John says later on today, tipping the Eels to go to the grand final. Panthers, I don't think Eels make grand final. Neither do I, man, but they've been pretty impressive so far tonight. However, that is without Jerome Hughes, Munster playing fullback /5'8". There's a few things that I guess Storm fans will utilise as a question mark. But, that's a short kick. That is... I think it touched the Storm player. I disagree. Unless he's touched that on coming through, I challenge this. Unless he's touched this at the 5... Oh, no, no, the referee's right. No, the referee's right. No, it didn't go 10, Brighton. No, it didn't. Jared Troy says, Kafusi is up there too. No, nowhere close to Nelson or Rhea Hargraves. Josh Maguire's 1-2 star with Fanboy. He is an absolute gronk, that guy. He's a gronk. So 10 minutes to go here the first half, guys. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. No, that is a good call from Ashley Klein. You do have to really, like I always say to you guys, you do have to always say the referees do the right thing when they do the right thing. You know, if you shit on them 24/7, then they're going to be shit 24/7 because they've got no accountability. Luai's climbing the ranks. Luai climbing the ranks, yeah. Standing over the top of a clearly knocked out player in Origin definitely does that to you. Alex says, Storm watched Junior Palgo last week. I don't know what that means, but it means something. So well done for it meaning something, Alex. Well done. So the Storm now will be down 8-0. Parramatta! We'll take the 3 points on offer. And there we go, guys. So 8-0 into the Eels with 9 minutes to go. Don't forget, the Storm did nearly come back last week against the Roosters in that game. It was a good game between the two. The Storm nearly did come back against the Roosters. So don't think this game is over just yet. It's only 8-0. It's only 8-0. Half God, half ape says, cheers, Parra, for ruining my tipping. Yep, only 31 minutes of the game. Still, 49 minutes left to go in the game. So, cool. It's only 8 points, my guy. Fergie Fergus, Klein literally gave the penalty against the Storm when the attacker kept on running to get them out of yardage. I agree, Fergie Fergus. It was a terrible call earlier on. But in the same sense, they allowed them to go the meters. Dylan Brown had a great kick in the end goal. It was a dropout. They did the wrong thing. Went too short, and then they got the free 2 points. Yes, it all comes off the back of that bad call up there, but in the same sense, the Storm allowed that defensively. Alex says Dolphins bandwagon spot in the crowd. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I wonder how long he's been. I wonder how long has he been supporting the Dolphins in the Q Cup. Would be nice to hear. So Eels now, right hand side. Dolphins fans don't realise how much shit they're going to cop next year. Like, you know, anyone who's a Dolphins fan is more than likely an ex-Broncos fan. So it's like, second tackle now for the Eels. Then again, like, it's a similar thing with Titans, but now with Titans, it's been 15 years now. So it's a bit different that there are kids now on the Gold Coast who are growing up. But in Redcliffe, right now, all those Redcliffe Dolphins fans would be Broncos fans. So full tackle here. Full tackle at the 50, and you watch. They'll say how much they hate him. Rapana, nowhere close to the guys that we're talking about in regards to grubbiness. So not even in the same vicinity. Up it goes there, and it will be Munster who will bring this ball out. Good take, and brings it out to the 20. Fergie Storm should have at least been given the fair opportunity to build a bit of pressure. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying the call was wrong. I'm not saying the call was right. I'm saying the call was wrong. I agree with you. However, they still allowed it. It's like the Raiders in the Roosters grand final. You know, it was the wrong call. But the Raiders still allowed the Roosters to score a 100-metre try. Dolphins going to come a lot of shit. Of course they will. It's all part of it, man. It's all part of it. So left-hand side now for the Storm. They get outside the 40 here. Sam Griffiths, I reckon Ian Foster is the biggest grub of them all. Okay. So the Storm now are going to get this ball at 40. It was a bad pass. Their bad offload there from Munster, but Harry Grant might get through. No, good defense having the Eels. So now they'll be taken from inside their own 40. Not the play, money. It's not the play. Not the play. So left-hand side now. Munster now will whack that one down the centre. And it's going to be a good kick there from Munster. Where's the chase? Where's the chase? Not for Lynn with a good chase again. And that's a great kick there from Munster. So it'll be Eels ball here. 12 metres out of their own line. It's a good play. It's a good kick. That was the play, Brighton. That was the play right there. Do you Broncos fans still hold hope that you could win, by the way? Because if you beat the Broncos, well, you did beat the Broncos a lot. If you beat the Dragons, I'm just saying, a lot of people are starting to get a bit of hype on the Tigers. Leave Ian Foster alone. I can tell you right now, New Zealand hasn't been leaving Ian Foster alone. Not just this year, not just this week, forever. So right now, so I reckon even once he leaves, it'll still be his fault. He's the new Anthony Milford. Quick up those away. Oh, good tackle there by Nick Meaney. So out the 30 now. Dolphins fans more confident than Warriors fans. Oh, and Storm will get the ball here right inside of Munster. Munster here rolls. Still going. Gets taken out 15. Broncos are nothing. They were promising early doors, but the pressure has gotten to them. Yeah, pressure definitely has gotten to them. Good offload there for the Storm. Good offload here for the Storm. Meaney. No, I thought he was going to break through there. He's at the 40. It's a good set here so far. It's a very good set so far. Alright, so second tackle now. Right outside Kafus. He gives it off. And they're stepping around here. Marion Seve, who gets ball inside the attacking half. 45 metres out. Third tackle. Stuff miracles if the Tigers won. I don't like that. I don't want to see that. Oh, Brandon Smith with a good run. Gets it to the 34. Fourth tackle. Roosters first next year. I disagree. I don't see the Roosters as first next year. I had them as first this year. Penalty to the Storm. Penalty to the Storm there for a high tackle. 5 minutes to go the first half. The Eels deserve take it two. It's not completely out of the question, but I doubt it. The Eels have been the better team in the first half. They don't want to concede here. They probably deserve to be leading it by, 8 points. I mean, this is a fair call. Alright, so 5 minutes to go here the first half. 5 minutes to go, and they're going to go for the try, as anyone who isn't Blocker Roach or Dasmate would have decided to. So first tackle now. Please don't concede here. Hill says, yeah, you wouldn't want to as an Eels fan. You don't deserve to, realistically. But then again, left it, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. Olam! Ah! Oh, it's going to be Eels ball. Whose ball is this? It's not a forward pass. No, what? Well, no. Are they saying forward pass? There's no way they've called Olams as a forward pass. That's not forward. Are they saying knock on? If they say knock on, challenge it. It's not a forward pass. What are you talking about, referee? It went a metre backwards. Olam didn't go out and the pass wasn't forward. That is an incorrect call from the referee. That's not Klein there, Brighton. That's the touchline ref. The touchline ref is called forward there. You're not even in position, man. Like, this is what pisses me off about touchline. Like, bro, if you're not in position, don't call it. Like, don't call it. Let the ref call it. If you're not in position, don't call it. You're not in position to call that forward or back. Right? So don't call anything and let the referee adjudicate it. And the referee would have adjudicated that as just Eels ball the one, because they got the ball. But I'm sorry, it's not the correct call. Blake asks, are they saying he threw it and hit the Eels' arm, maybe even though it didn't? I don't know. No, he said forward pass. Otherwise, that would have been a knock on. So, Eels here at the 30. Shut up, Reed Martin. Right hand side here. I get split at 35. Jay says, are refs still getting in the way of the Melbourne game again? There's been a couple of dubious calls in the last few moments. I couldn't even speak there. Forward tackle here for the Eels. Gets slammed at the 50. Me. Phil, unfortunately, you've just done yourself an absolute disservice there. We'll be seeing you in 5 minutes. But yes, the Storm attacker is shocking right now. But Storm only has one S in it, sir. Storm only has one S in it. So Nofaluma now will bring this ball out to the 20. The Eels have done a really good job in regards to pressuring the kick. Pressuring the kick. Give the Eels 10 free metres, what are you? Just what are you? You know, bit of this, bit of that. So second tackle here at 30. If that was Marnie next year... Oh, it's a penalty to the Storm. If that was Marnie next year, he would have folded 17. Desmond, are you still talking? J Doe says the Eels wouldn't be in this game if it wasn't for the calls going their way. 8-0, pretty bad strike rate. No, that's an absolutely terrible way to look at this game. The Eels have deserved to be the better team in this game. They deserve to be in the lead. There have been a couple of dubious calls in the last maybe 3 minutes or so. But besides that, the Parramatta Eels have been the better team by far. The attack from the Storm has been non-existent. Storm's defense has been mostly decent. But overall, there's no way you could say that Parramatta wouldn't be in this game. But Storm has still got a decent amount of penalties. Let's not pretend like they haven't gotten a couple of penalties in the last few moments. Yeah, look, a couple of bad calls. But Storm here at the 40, I think you're a bit biased if you think that the Eels wouldn't be in this game if the referee was calling in your favour. Left hand side now, Munster, and Munster will get taken down. Third tackle at the 25. Fergie's Reed Marnie acting big when Small's got on the field. Stopped carrying on when he realised he couldn't win the fight. He's not winning any fight, Reed Marnie. So right hand side here, Harry Grant gives up the Meany here to Josh King, and King gets the ball to the 20. Fourth tackle now. And that comes down, by the way, Jado, that comes down to the fact that Jerome Hughes is out. You know, there's no attack right now because Jerome Hughes is out, unfortunately. It's a bit of a struggle, but they might still score here. Kafusi right inside, Coates! What's that? I don't even know. See what I'm talking about? What defense? What you mean defense? That was just shocking attack, that. Like, this is shocking attack here from the Storm. I'm sorry, but I can't. Like, the Eels have been fine, but, like, that is terrible attack from the Storm. Coates has been dreadful tonight, mind you. Like, Coates has been dreadful tonight, mind you. So, fourth tackle now for the Eels. They're 15 metres out on their own line. Wow. Fifth tackle now at the 15. The Storm will get about maybe 25 seconds to go, of a set here. 25 seconds of a set here, and he will stop the clock here. Okay, right hand side here. And the Eels will kick it on last, so they'll get 25 seconds to go. 35 metres out of their own line. Nofaluma brings it back to 40. Bro, be quicker, mate. You've got 20 seconds to play the half. Nofaluma back on the inside here. They're just throwing the ball around. Well, this is doing nothing, is it? Manny, you're wasting your time. You just wasted 15 seconds. Well done, Storm. Jada says both teams have had bad take on the line tonight. That's why the Eels have only had one try. Okay, but the Eels have still been better. And that was dreadful from the Storm. The Storm, I would by far easily, hands down, say the Storm have been woeful on attack tonight. The Eels have at least had something, but like the defense from the Storm has been, for the most part, decent. But like overall, I would say, dead set, that was one of the worst attacking halves I've ever seen the Storm play. That was one of the worst attacking halves I've ever seen the Storm play. Wow, that is mental. That is mental. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the $30 donation. We're going to chuck this on for the coffee fund here, and they want it to be anonymous. So appreciate you for the donation. Thank you very much for this one. I just update this coffee fund. Oh, nice. So we've ticked on to the $30 marker. Thank you very much. But it is half time here, guys. 8-0 to Parramatta. 8-0 to Parramatta. I think it's a fair result at half time. I think both teams have definitely left a lot to be desired on the field so far. But overall, yeah, look, I think that the Eels have still been the better team in regards to physicality. I don't think the Storm have been bad in regards to defense, but I do think that, obviously, yeah, the Storm are just getting outplayed right now and out-muscled right now in the middle. and that's why they're not winning. That's why they're not winning. So yeah, that's what my thoughts are, guys. Obviously, half time, so hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're gonna be doing both games tomorrow night, which is Bulldogs and Manly and Roosters and Rabbitohs, which should be a good night. Should be a good night there. Fergie Ferguson's coach showing us that true Bronco shitness. I think we all expected him to be a bit better this year. We all expected him to be really good at the Storm, but he just hasn't really lived up to it for me. He hasn't really lived up to it as much. He's still a good player, but he just hasn't really lived up to what we were all expecting this year. And I do understand that he's had a few injuries, specifically the one from Origin. I do understand that. Sam Griff says, yo, considering it's about to be half-time, it is half-time, was curious as to what you think the Warriors need to do to be a top 8 team. None of the coaches have been able to figure it out, apparently. I would say that just give it time, mate. And I know that sucks to hear because the Warriors were always needing time. But this last 3 years has been a throwaway. 2020, 2021, 2022 has been a throwaway. You have not had home games. You can't design youth systems. You can't develop the locals. You're having to rely on Australians who don't want to live in New Zealand. Now you go back home and you can rely on locals. You can rely on the youngins. You can rely on rugby league in your own country. So I think that realistically, I don't think you make the 8 next year. I think you'll struggle to make the 8 in 2024 as well. But I definitely think if you do the right things, put the right things in process, 2025. And I know it's a long way away and shit can change. This is just me saying off the top of my head my thoughts right now. But I just don't think the Warriors are anywhere close to making the top 8 as we currently speak. And I think that right as we speak, I'd still be looking at 2025, especially with the likes of, the Titans have made some good signings that should bring them back up into that area because they have addressed the issues that we saw this year, comparatively to last year when they made the 8. They've addressed the issue of the hooker. They've addressed the issue of the halves. So the Titans will be there. The Bulldogs are going to be obviously going back up there. The Broncos will be there again. Obviously, they'll be trying again. I do see the Cowboys have a bit of a drop-off. I do. But it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I thought they'd come last this year, and they've come third. So, that was wrong. But I feel like this is a bit of a one-year wonder kind of deal. So that they may be around that top 8 spot. But overall, who else will be around there? I think the Rabbitohs will still be there. I don't think they're going to be a top 4 team. So there's just a lot of teams that'll be still around that 8 area that will probably be above them. Who's the bottom 8 teams that'll be there, though? I can't see the Dragons doing it. Especially if they lose Ben Hunt, they could easily come last next year, or in the bottom 3, 1 and 4 with the Dolphins and the Knights. Like I said, Titans. Like I said, Dogs. Who else would be down there? I think the Raiders are coming to the end of their little spell, man. I really do. I think the Raiders are coming to the end of their little spell. Those are the big teams I'm thinking about. The Warriors will always be relatively competitive, but also relatively competitive for a bottom 8 team for me, for the time being anyway. If I'm being honest, Storm are a better team this year. Storm are a better team than the Eels since their induction into the comp. Well, there's no doubt about that last one, but this year, I would say the Eels have been the better team than the Storm this year. I disagree with you completely in regards to Storm are the better team this year. Completely disagree with you. Blaze, in your opinion, who is the most underrated NRL player of all time? I can't scan through my mind right now, man. I can't. Give me your underrated guys in the chat, guys, and I'll agree or disagree with you. Tigers, Eel Fries, absolutely goddamn not. Absolutely goddamn not. Could I see them making the 8 next year? Sean Griffin says, if Broncos beat Dragons and Tigers beat Raiders, I'll be happy. You need a 50-point swing, mate. You need a 50-point swing. The Raiders aren't losing by over 30 points. You would need to win against the Dragons by about 40 to 50, and then hope and pray the Tigers win by about 10 to 15 to 16. It's not happening. If it happens, cool, but geez, you should be thinking, I don't even know if you want to make it into it right now because you'll get absolutely annihilated by the Storm in the first week. I just want to throw this out there. Last week or 2 weeks ago, you played the Storm and lost 60-12. Right now, you make the 8, you play the Storm in Melbourne in the first week of finals. Cool, you play finals to get humiliated in front of the entire country next week by 50, 60 points in the finals game. Oh, wait a second. You already did that in 2019. You already did that in 2020 against the Dragons at Suncorp. Like, shit. Come on, was it 2020? Was it 2020? No, yeah, it was 2020. 2020 at Suncorp, you got humiliated by the Dragons by getting to that top 8. In 2019, you made it to the top 8, you played the Eels, I was there, and you got absolutely flogged. It makes it more embarrassing for you because everyone's watching you. Like, everyone's watching. Not everyone's watching your game on Saturday night. Just kind of fade away in the distance. You've had your bad season. You move on now. You make the finals. Congratulations. You're going to be embarrassed and humiliated on the world stage next week in Melbourne against the Storm. as we currently speak. Just throwing it out there. And if you play the Eels at Parramatta, you're also going to get slapped. So, if you play the Roosters or Rabbitohs, whoever wins tomorrow night, assuming the Storm won this game, you're going to get slapped. Like, why do you want to make the 8 at this point? Why do you want to make the 8 at this point? I don't get it. I don't understand it. Any team who's in the 8 can win. Cool. Well, then why have we only seen top 4 teams win it in the past? That's what I say to all this commentary and all these analysts who say this all the time. They always say, anyone who's in the top 8 can win. That's cool. So why has there only been teams 1 through 4 who have won it before then? And that makes sense to me. That makes sense. The Broncos, they make the 8. They have 0% chance of winning. The Raiders, making the 8, they have 0% chance of winning. I can see a world, the Rabbitohs, obviously Roosters. I actually can't see a world the Cowboys do it. But personally, that's cool. Good luck to them. I can't see. I would love to win that $400, but I just don't think it's going to be happening. But they're obviously in the top 4, so there's a chance. I just don't see them actually lifting the trophy. But I guess it's weird because we all had that expectation or under expectation before the season started. I just don't see the point in the Broncos making the 8 at this point. Even if you miraculously did it, what would be the point? You will get slapped next week. Mohammed Al Yasser says, so much for we don't let social media run the NRL. That ref today is oozing, got to make Storm pay for their past. There's been a couple of dodgy calls. AFL 18 says Storm Ducks aren't allowed. Oh, they're allowed, AFL 18. They are definitely allowed, mate. They definitely are allowed. Champion. Champion. They definitely are allowed, mate. They definitely are allowed. Sam Griff says, why is a new team joining the NRL? Keep it fresh, mate. Effectively, keep it fresh. Redcliffe also are a very solid foundational team, and they have a decent bit of finance behind them. So, yes, I understand the talent system, but in the same sense, it really does come down to the NRL giving you your opportunity. Brian Robertson says, we spooned 2020, 2018 was Para, 2019 was Dragons. Oh, 2018 was Para. Well, there you go, close enough. No, whatever, it was 1 year. Yeah, you did spoon 2020, that's right, yeah. Matty Mango Bowen as one of the most underrated, very underrated. Scott Prince-Luke says, I don't know if he was underrated. He won the comp. I guess he's underrated because Benji Marshall was the guy there. Did also lead the Titans to a preliminary final, 2010, but also led us to a wooden spoon in 2011. I think that Scott Prince is a great player. Yeah, I guess you could call him relatively underrated, but in the same sense, not on the level of like a Matty Bowen or a Michael Ennis, Mick Ennis there, like Matt Mann says. I definitely think Mick Ennis is very, very underrated. I actually probably agree with you. I'd actually say that probably Mick Ennis is the most underrated player that's ever played the game. Did it at the Dogs, did it at the Broncos, did it at the Sharkies. Just an unbelievable player, man. Ferg says, technically they don't have a 0% chance of winning it. Okay, here we go, Mr. Mathematician. I think that's what the commentators are falling back on, purely relying on the independent probability. No, what they're doing is trying to hype you up, which is what their job is. And I get it. I'm very well aware of that. But it's also a lie. Don't lie. Come on, man. I'm not... We're not kids, right? I know there are a lot of kids watching, but in the same sense, that's not your target audience. The rugby league's target audience is 18 or 16. Oh, no. I'd say target audience for rugby league would be 14 or 15. I'll go 15. I'd say target audience for rugby league would be 15 through till 50. 15 to the 50 would be the target audience. Most people in that bracket will understand when you're lying to them, right? If you're going under 15, they don't really get it. They'll just hear what you say. They'll listen to what you say. They'll agree with what you say. 15 through 50 have a pretty good idea if you're talking shit. I'd actually say probably more so to do with the 24 plus, 23 plus, have more of an idea when you're being lied to in regards to the analytics and the commentary and whatnot. But overall, yeah, I just think it's bullshit. It's like, don't tell people that the Raiders and the Broncos have a chance to win the comp, because they just don't. People want to be hyped up for a reason, and they don't want to be... this is why... no, I'm not going to shit on that, actually. But it's just why I get so frustrated with the commentary, because it's just bullshit. Hill Fries, to be honest, I really don't want the Bears to join the NRL again. They're not going to. They're not going to bring another Sydney team in again unless they relocate the Tigers or relocate another Sydney team. Legacy says, who won? It's half-time, mate. And the live score is below us. Alex says, you're a bit behind, Matt Man. Is he? I don't know. King Chris says, why are the Titans first in the leaderboard? Because they're undefeated, mate. They're undefeated. Upnor pick on and said, actually, that reminds me. Yeah. Forgot to say, they're actually on 48 points, mate. They're actually on 48 points. Hold on 1 second here. Let's go to update this. Thank you for reminding me, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, because they won that game on the weekend against the Knights. So there you go. Let's see your comment base. I agree, but I know an 11-year-old who knows the ins and outs, NRL, all the rules and all the players. I'm aware of that. I'm not saying that kids under the age of 14, 15 don't have an idea about the game, but I will disagree with you in the sense that I guarantee you, if they heard, say, Voss or Blocker or Fatty Vorton, Cooper Cronk, the likes, they would listen to what they had to say and solely base their opinion around what they're saying, because they've played the game before or they've been in business a long time. They're on the TV, right? They're on TV. It means that surely the Channel 9, the broadcasting, or internally, you're like, surely they know what they're talking about if they're actually on my TV. And they do know what they're talking about. But yeah, an 11-year-old will definitely be more likely to be pressurised into believing what the commentary is telling you. And I find that with these streams, whatever I'm saying a lot of the time, you'll get the younger audience just listen to what I have to say and just purely believe what I'm saying. It's like, I'm not necessarily doing this for that reason. I'm doing this to give you another perspective, and then you get your own idea from what I'm saying. No, I won't be going to the NRLW game with the Titans. I'll be streaming the Titans Warriors game on here. Sean Gribbon says, if the Eels don't make the top 4, I don't think they can make the grand final, in my opinion. The max they can win this year in a row is 3 or 2 in finals. I don't think they'll make the grand final either way. Brighton Roberts says, 100% man, I would eat that shit up at 14, 15. That's what I'm saying. When you're that young, and I'm telling you because I did this back in the day, it's not embarrassing to say this. When you're that young, you're just really impressionable. You're impressionable by the older audience who you internally recognise. You don't even necessarily have to actually understand this, but you internally recognise that the guys on TV must know what they're talking about to be on my TV. So I'm going to listen to what they say. That's the problem with Channel 9 and with Fox Sports and stuff, that they just go the route of, I'm going to cater to everybody, I'm not going to tell you the truth. King Chris says, Eels 14 West Spoons. Yeah, they've got one wooden spoon less than the Titans have been a team of the comp. Dasmate says, wasn't there a kid that came in here a few years ago and said something was true because the former player said it? That happens all the time, Dasmate, on here. That happens all the time. Brighton Robinson says, to be fair, when we were growing up, the commentators were at a higher stand. They were. I did really appreciate the knowledge of Fatty Vorton, Peter Sterling. Who else would have been in there? Chief, was he ever commentary? He was on, obviously, the footy show. By the way, guys, it's half time. 8-0 Eels. Storm coming out here for the second half now. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Let me know your thoughts in the second half. I'm just going to take probably the Eels to win this game from here, but I'll be close. I think the Storm will still score a try or two to come back in this game. Someone says the Eels are actually on fire today. No, they're not. No, they're not. It's a physical game, but no. This is not the best of the Eels, and this is not the best of the Storm. Both attacks have been pretty poor. Both defences have been okay. But it's been a very physical game, so that's where I guess you're being misled. But I would not say this is an on-fire Eels performance by any means. I think defensively, Micah Sivo has been very solid, though, is what I will say. Who's other commentary from back in the day? Even Gus Gould was very entertaining in his day. Yeah, Gus Gould is still a very knowledgeable guy. Very biased, but very knowledgeable guy in the same sense. Where did John go? I don't even know who that is. Uphill Pick on says, thoughts on Warriors only getting 9 games in New Zealand next season? They wouldn't know next year yet. Hill Fry says, Blaze, do you like Papali'i black flips from the Tiger, or backflips from the Tiger deal? I don't think Papali'i does that. I think, has he? No, because he's not going to stay with the Eels. You don't have him in the cap. If anything happens, he'll go to the Warriors. The whole point of that Tigers fiasco was that he wants to go home to the New Zealand Warriors, not back to the Eels. Brian Robert says, even go school, that's right. Sean Gibbons up at the Eels. Amy McClellan says, which para are we seeing today? Currently not watching the game. You're seeing a good para, but you're seeing a Storm without their players, Storm. Like Jerome Hughes, big loss here for their attack. Big loss of their attack. But the second half started here, and the Eels will start the ball 15 metres out. You did see the Storm start to get a bit more of a upwards trajectory towards the end of that first half, though, is what I'll say. So maybe the Storm can build an upwards trajectory that we saw in that first half at the end of it. Yes, they still made a few mistakes, but they were kind of getting a bit more possession dominance about it. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Message deleted by Daz, mate. Oh, NRL Chris, you probably said something a bit dodgy there, mate. I don't know what you've done, but you said something dodgy. Oh, no, we got a silly person. Oh, he must be silly. I don't know what he's done. But he's a silly man because Daz, mate, believes it. I know it. Brighton Roberts says the great Ray Warren. I'll tell you how it is. Great Ray. Gee whiz. What was that? Ray Warren. What a man. They were the days, man. Oh, Storm with an S. Oh, no. NRL Chris. Storm has 1 S. Champion. Champo. Only 1 S, sir. Only 1 S in Storm. There's no plural. There's no plural. The only time you can say Storms is when you're actually... you guys can't. I can. But, like... The only reason I say that from time to time is when you're kind of utilising it to progress the sentence. Besides that, Storm has won us. Sam Griff says, where would there be an 18 team? There will be an 18 team. I just don't know where yet. PNG, Pacifica team, second New Zealand team, surely not. A Perth team, Adelaide team, there's a lot of options. But they're not all fantastic options. PNG won't happen due to the fact that obviously the tourism there is just not going to work. Fit tackle now, the Storm will whack it 15 metres out. Like, we're already seeing issues with PNG in the Queensland Cup. Gutho taking out the 30, good run though. We're already seeing issues with PNG in the Q Cup. There's a bit of a biff! Oh, settle down, Ashley Klein. Bro, this guy just loves a good whistle in his mouth, eh? Where's the penalties for there? Put in a Perth team. It's not as simple as just saying put in a Perth team. You know, there's a lot of things that go into it. Support-wise, financially, there's a lot that goes into that. Mr. Convey says, time out Blaze. Do it. Go on. Do it. Gus said the Dragons have a top 8 roster. Okay, I'm going to stop reading that comment. Hill Fries is put in a Perth team. Fergie Fergie, I literally said that it's not the plural version. Oh no! Oh, Fergie Ferg says Storm of the Nest! Fergie Ferg! You played yourself, champion! Oh no! Oh, Mr. Dasmate missed your one there. I wouldn't have even noticed the Eels here. Sean Lane, you can't correct him. Fergie, you played yourself, champion. And you've made Dasmate look like a fool too until I reminded him. Oh boy. But the Eels left-hand side there, Sean Lane nearly scores, but he'll be held up over the line here. Yeah, round 25 is never the best round, Sean. It's a very disappointing round. So 4 tackled now, 15 metres out. This is a good game though. It's just not. It just is. It's a good game, but it's not anything spectacular. Right hand side here, Mitch Moses. Try time, Parramatta. Try time. 12-0 with the kick to come. Try time, Parramatta. You can really tell Storm are massively missing Jerome Hughes. And it looks like I will be doing a punishment. I'm so not confident with this round, man. I'm so not confident with this round. Sure, mate, come on. Sure, make a game of it, you muppets. Boy, oh boy. Dasmate says Parramatta finally beaten Storm in a big game. Is it a big game though? Like, is it really a big game? Like, they're playing for a top 4 spot. It's like, no matter what both these teams are playing next week. Oh, Toxic Mafia, you're the biggest muppet I ever did see muppet. You think you're going to get one past us with a Z at the end of it? Oh boy. Brian Roberts says Broncos jersey for finals week sounds good. I don't even know what you're talking about. Wait, will you record the punishment? What was the point? Why would I not record the punishment? Oh, Toxic Mafia, you're going to be seeing 5 minutes. Dasmate will do his job one time. One time tonight. He will do it at least one time tonight. Hill Fry says, now he's just taking piss. McClellan says, Storm win and now we're in the top 4, losing versus Raising finals. So either way, it's a dub. It really, you're not wrong. Would you rather get bashed by the Panthers next week, or would you rather get a pretty easy win against the Raiders next week? You know, I know what I'd rather. Moderates are lacking again. The Dasmate is the biggest lacker in the history of lackers tonight. My God, he's lacking. He's allowing people to say Storm with a Z at the end of it, allowing people to say Storm with an S at the end of it. He's unbelievable, this guy. Dasmate, he missed Toxic Mafia, Storm with a Z. See how many times him now? A bit time to do it sooner, sir. Gee whiz. Time Dasmate out in a minute. Sammy Susan says home team is having a ball at the moment. Storm have never beaten the Eels at comeback. Gee whiz, went to get me frozen yogurt. Gee whiz. Goes and gets his frozen yogurt and he gets absolutely slaughtered. Maybe I can drop a fitty bomb. Maybe you can drop a fitty bomb. But that can't happen tonight. That'd be tomorrow, wouldn't it be? So first tackle now for the Eels. 5 minutes out on the line on the right hand side. Then I get this ball out to the 10 now. Brian says he's more pissed than Alex tonight, old Daz. Oh no, you can't be doing that. Alex is the local alcoholic around here. You've got to be very careful. Very careful. Talk me. See, now you've gone and done it, Brighton. You've spoken about alcohol, and now Alex is going to go have another drink. This is your fault. So 4 tackle now for the Eels. They're 32 metres out from their own line. Right, so he's a Tigers fan, though. You know, Tigers fans, they need a good drink. They need a good drink or 2 or 10 or 15. You know, it is what it is. Maybe I can drop a 50 bomb without getting timed out. What? I don't even know. If you're asking to put a 50 bomb in the chat, it's not happening, champion. You cannot do it, champion, because it's only 14-0. So 35 metres out from the line. First tackle. Santa Gillen says Tigers fans only know how to drink. They do. They're not good drinkers though. They're usually passed out in Campbelltown on the side street somewhere. Sean Griffin says Eels are not good in finals, so they probably won't make finals. That makes no sense. Eels are not good in finals, so they probably won't make finals. They're going to be in finals, mate. They're going to be in finals. They've locked themselves in the final. Storm now left hand side here. Olam gets the ball back to the 35. I would have a drink, but it's only Thursday. Mate, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. So 4 tackle here. It's always 5 o'clock on a Saturday somewhere in the universe. How about that? So not in the world, in the universe. Chasing it through. And the Eels will get the ball here at 15. Wonga Blake. How far will Eels get in the finals? Honestly, I could see him going at the straight sets, but I'll go preliminary finals. I'll give him a bit of respect. I'll go prelim. No, Sean is a troll. No, I don't think he's a troll, mate. I think I don't think he's a troll is what I'll say. Blake Hart says, Sammy Dazzle, I think I'll pass that for now. No, go on, Blake, do it. See how it works for you, champion. See how it works for you, champion. Eels now, 45 minutes out, Gutho. Are you going to say no to a dare, Blake? You wouldn't do something like that, would you? 4 tackle now at the 45 on the attacking half of the field. Fergie Ferguson coming wide. I didn't pluralise. He's talking too much. Left-hand side now, the Eels at the 25th tackle. Yeah, but you still did it, mate. You can't be utilising the Storm with the 2 S's. So 5th tackle now for the Eels. They're 15 metres out. Right-hand side, Dylan Brown. 5th tackle, up it goes. Not a great kick there at all, really. Eels will lose that ball. Left-hand side in Munster. Good play there by... I don't know, was it Brandon? Who was that who passed that ball? It was nice. Munster's still going off from Papa Lee. He's trying to look for the offload. He can't get it, though. The man with nothing to lose says, could you focus on calling the game and cut the chit-chat? We're watching your stream because we don't have TV. I'm going to go with a big no, mate. I'm going to go with a big no. If you don't like this stream, then that's fine. That's on you, mate. But these streams are built for interactive commentary. So I'm going to talk to you guys in the chat, have a bit of a laugh, have a bit of fun, and then talk to you guys when something's actually happening. I'm not going to tell you when the ball's at the 40-metre line, because why would you want to even know when the ball's at the 40-metre line? The whole point of these commentary is so that you don't have to listen to the nonsense in regards to the actual physical commentary. This is an interactive commentary, so that's why we have a bit of a laugh here, man. So if it's not for you, it's not for you, dude. I appreciate you tuning in for the time being. But no, we go back and forth with the game. That's mate. We go back and forth with the game, mate. We go back and forth with the game. But there is a scrum feed here, 33 metres out from their own line. Just what it is. It is what it is, man. Hope Blocker says Storm with an S so Dad can time out and save my ears. Good idea. Yeah, you don't want to have to listen to Blocker Roach. So Storm here with the ball at the 35, left-hand side. Remember, nothing to lose is fine. Like I said, it's up to you, my guy. I appreciate you tuning in, but it's just these commentaries done differently. Like, I'm not going to say right now every single play of the ball. This is not like that. But I will tell you when something big is happening. So third tackle here with the Storm. I'll cut it in and out. Third tackle here with the ball. Storm right outside, 40 metres out. Here they go. Here's a chance here. Can try with some Munster. Oh, good defence there from Sivo. Again, Sivo's been fantastic defensively tonight. Fantastically defensively tonight. So left-hand side here. He's made some good runs too. So Jesse Brum now gets the ball to the 40. Great that he subscribed though. 20, sorry. Right-hand side now. And Munster. Good kick over the top. Oh, it's been a dropout. Good work there from the Storm. Good work there from the Storm. Fergie Ferguson, I'm not talking about the team, I'm talking about the weather, bro. Grow brains. You're talking about me, grow brains? You're talking about me? Are you sure that's what you want to do? Are you sure that's what you want to do? I'm going to give you the option. Are you sure you want to be talking shit to me? I'm just asking you the question. Malcolm says, Storm's scared of those Eels. Well, they're going to have the chance here with the ball. The dropout coming from the Eels to the Storm. Regan Campbell-Gillard will come off the field as well. They're going to go for the short kickoff here, the Eels, which is incredibly dumb. But, you know, you do you, boo. You do you. So 15 minutes out of the line. First tackle. 30 minutes to go at the game, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Right-hand side, Storm here. 5 metres out here from the line. Hey, listen in. Listen in, man, with nothing to lose. Listen in. We've got some commentary for you. Second tackle here, 10 metres out. Oh! Knock on there from the Storm. Knock on from the Storm. Oh boy, Kenny Bromwich has been absolutely slapdamundos. Slapdamundos. Fergie Ferguson, no, not you, the others, and still got timed out. Fergie, man, sit down and enjoy the stream. Come on. But Kenny Bromwich got absolutely crunched to Mundos. Who do you think will win this race? St. George Dragons fan says, I think Eels win from this point. Yeah, I'll go the Eels win at this point. But I would not count the Storm out still. But Kenny Bromwich been absolutely slapped to you. Brighton Roberts said, well done, Moses, body on the line. Most been good tonight. Most has been good tonight. Especially after the fact that he got absolutely slaughtered by Nelson Solomona early days and has picked himself up pretty quickly and gone hard. Dad says we're going to snitch. Heel Fry says, Dad's one more time, Fergie Fer gets hidden. Nah, Fergie Fer won't get hidden tonight. Yeah, he's alright. He's just getting up and at him. Alex says, how do you fall for the same mistake twice in 7 minutes? It happens more often than not, man. Anytime a Storm playing a game, Storm of the Nest gets used too many times. We get a lot of people from Papua New Guinea coming into the chat and commenting it without realising. Like, go the Storms for Justin Olam. And they get timed out pretty quickly. Like, that happens nearly every week. So it's going to be 0 tackled here for the Eels. 5 metres out from their own line after the knock on there from Kenny Brom. Nelson and Solomona will come onto the field. Why are Eels fans booing Nelson, by the way? It was booing before the Mitchell Moses hit. So what do Eels fans actually specifically have to do against Nelson Solomona? I'm not too sure. Was there something that happened this year that Nelson did to their team? Because I don't understand why they were booing him beforehand and now. Now makes sense to the Mitchell Moses hit, but beforehand, I don't understand what he specifically did to the Eels this year. So third tackle now for the Eels. They're 35 metres out on the red line. Right outside to Paulo. And Paulo will get his ball to the 45. Fourth tackle now. Ryan says, I don't know what he's specifically done. Good run there by Junior Paulo. Good run. Reed Main left hand side. I think everyone likes to boo him just because. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Boo him. Boo him. Or are they saying boo or boo-earns? That's my question. That's the question that we all must ask ourselves right now. So right hand side now, they put it up in the air. And, oh, no, that's going to be, I was about to say it's a good catch, but it's not a good catch. Oh, Storm here, playing it quick. Munster here. He's going to go right hand side pretty quickly here to Nofaluma. Nofaluma here, set on the inside, taken down at Xavier Coates, sorry, not Nofaluma. Brian Roberts says, didn't he knock out Madison earlier this year? That's all I can think of. I'm not sure. Man with nothing to lose says Nelson's one of the biggest grubs in the game right now. Absolutely. No, absolutely. But I'm just wondering what Eels fans specifically, because usually you don't hear a whole crowd boo someone unless that person has individually caused your team harm. So that's what I was saying. There must be something that's happened. I get after the Moses hit, but it was happening before the Moses hit too. Right hand side here, and the Storm going to the 30. Kafusi taken down. Like, for example, Kafusi is also a big grub known around the league, but they're not booing him because he's not specifically done anything to their team. So left hand side now for the Storm. And again, Nelson! Big bumper! Boom! That was a huge hit. Left hand side here, kicks it through on fourth tackle. It's a good kick, it's good. Oh, jeez, good leave. Jeez, that was a good leave from Gutho. Sasha Gill says, I pray the Warriors fans boo the shit out of Matt Lodge. Lord knows I will. Has he got a contract next year with the Roosters? Bloody good memory for a drunk, Alex. That was Kafusi, Brighton. He's got a good memory, that bloke. He does. He's a Tigers fan, though. He has to remember back in 2005 when their team was actually good. So first tackle now for the Eels at the 40. But then again, Alex wasn't born then, so... Mr. Silicon Beast says, man, I miss Paps. Yeah, Paps is a big loss here for the Storm, and has been for this season so far. Good offload there for the Eels. Paulo gets it off now to Madison. Madison here to Niokore, who gets taken down 28 metres out. I think they've re-signed them up, but there you go. Right hand side here for Madison, and he'll get taken down at the 20. No, gets a ball offload to Paulo. Paulo here. Left hand side here, Niokore. Niokore at the 10. Forward tackle, but Uncle Nick will find a way to keep him. Uncle Nick will find a way to keep whoever he wants. Right hand side now. Eels with the ball. Gives it off to Moses. Moses here runs it. Ah, Nelson! He wants a punch on. He does. He wants a punch on, Nelson. You just know it. He wants a punch on. He wants a Barley all over again. So up it goes here, and good take there from the Storm, and that's going to be a penalty Parramatta. They're going to say there was a little bit of a shep. Nice little penalty here to Parramatta. They won't go for the 2 there unless they listen to block a roach, so they'll go for the try, you assume. I'm not unhappy with it, but it's a harsh call. It's a harsh call. That's a ragdoll if I did see one. Yeah, you did see it. And Darren Lockyer goes, Cooper Cronk says, I like this call from Parramatta. They have to go for the jugular. They're not going to go for a 16-0 lead, mate. What is with commentary? And these it's a knock on there. It's a knock on there from the Eels. But why is Cooper Cronk saying, I like this call from Parramatta? They have no other call. Why would you go for the 2 when you're already up by 14-0? Like, what are you doing? You're trying to do a block of roach. Not only is it a blocker special now, it's also a Cooper Cronk special. They both think taking the 2 points there at 14-0 up is a good idea. Gee whiz, Cooper. Gee whiz. Gee whiz, man. Some players should just say retired, that's what it says. It's funny because it's true. But then again, I'm not an ex-player, so what did I know? What good is 16 points? I know, Brighton. What's the point of going for 16? Like, what do you mean I like the call? Like, they had no other call. If you're up 12-0, it makes sense. 14-0 makes no sense. Storm here at the 15. Might get down the sideline. Wow, jeez, that was rough. So, first tackle now for the Storm. Right-hand side, Nelson. Big Nels. The big Nels. Listen to them boo. They really don't like Nelson. He's a grub, but I just don't understand why Parramatta fans hate him so much. And he's done a couple of bad things in this game, but it was happening before it. So right-hand side now for the Storm. They've set up out back. They've set up out back. They've set up out back. Munster here. Right-hand side. And Mario Seve at 45 on the inside. Attacking half. Hope commentators say Storm on the next time out. You're lucky you don't get timed out for even referring to it. So fifth tackle now for the Storm. They'll be about 40 out. Harry Grant right-hand side to Munster. Munster puts that ball up in the air. It's a good chase through here from Munster himself. Oh, it's a good chase. And Gutho takes the grab. But that was a good chase there from Munster on his own kick. How do you beat out your entire attack on your own kick is my question. It just shows to me how much this Storm team give a shit right now. Like, Munster is kicking the ball up high and chasing his own kick. It's not a little dink. It's a high kick up. Why is he the one getting to the player? You have your whole team running behind you. Where's your centers? Where's your wingers? Where's your actual pacemen chasing up that ball? It makes no sense to me. So, fourth tackle now here for the Eels. There, 28 metres out. Junior Paulo brings it to the 40. Good run. So speaking of retiring players, Leilua finishing strong this World Cup for the Kiwis as a survivor from that 2008 triumph. Leilua? Who? Oh, there's a grubber. Oh, no, that was terrible. Munster gets the ball here quickly. They're going to spread this ball left-hand side quickly. They're going to spread it out quickly here. They're away here. No. Olam there gets the spot at 20. No, not for Lima. No, don't do that. Storm is reenacting the way Penrith played the Storm. Oh, he's lost the ball, Nelson. He's lost the ball. Nelson of Salomona has knocked the ball on. What a muppet. What a muppet. Blake Hars's ladder update. Oh! I forgot. They're going to challenge this. I don't know what they're challenging, though. You guys forgot to tell me. You guys forgot to remind me. They're going to challenge this and say it was a loose carry from Nelson. Oh, no. I can't do this right now. I don't understand why they would challenge this. I actually don't understand why they would challenge this. He's bumped off the tackle. There's no intention to strip, and it's part of the tackle. So it's going to be knock on there. Yeah, I'll have to do that for tomorrow. I don't know. I forgot to do it, man. I forgot to do it. You forgot to tell me. I could do it live. But now I cannot do it live. But the Eels, I could kind of still do it here. I could still do it. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just bloody do it, mate. Alright, so there's that one. I know what to do. That. Show me where that is. Alright, so it is a scrum feed here to Parramatta. Bellamy uppercuts. Oh boy. Oh boy, screenshot, bang. Oh, you can hear the Chicago Bulls. We're getting excited because I know I am. Getting excited for the Chicago Bulls coming up on BK Sport USA. It's coming soon. Not too far away here. All right, so here they go. Here's their chance. If they score here, the Eels, they'll solidify themselves as the winner in this game. All right, give me 1 second here. We'll come back to that in a sec. So it's going to be first tackle now here for the second tackle of the Eels. They're 21 metres out of the line. No one cares for the Lakers, does, mate. Right, left-hand side here. Reid Marnie gets off to Dylan Brown. Brown to Sean Lane. And Lane taking it down 10 metres out now. Third tackle. Part of the tackle, yeah, the refs really want to see the team. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Settle down. So Dylan Brown now right-hand side. Paulo knocks it on, though. Paulo knocks it on. Oh, no. Oh. Paulo knocks it on. Alrighty. Let's fix this ladder now. Let's fix this ladder. So it will be a knock on there. There's 2 Eels right now. Look at this. Oh, dearie me. Dearie me, there's 2 Eels. What happened there? Everything's gone all over the shop. Everything's gone all over the shop. I thought I'd lost my stream. Alright, so it will be a scrum feed here to the Storm inside about their own 20. Alright, and now I just need to update the actual score lines. Bang, look at that. It's just absolutely special, this. It's just special. So second tackle leave the Storm, they get this ball to 35. 21 minutes to go here of the game. Dasmate says, Cleary going to play his first game back against Para. Yeah, I know, I'm scared of Para. That's such a good way to come back and just reaffirm dominance. It's a really good way to reaffirm dominance there. Alright, so left-hand side now. And they'll get sport to the 40. 4 tackle. Lies are everywhere. The lies are everywhere, Chembo. Kamitha. Storm just need to score 1 try and they're back in this game. Right inside Munster. Munster here. Goes himself. Taking down the 25 minutes out. Fit tackle. 20 minutes to go here the game, guys. 20 minutes to go the game. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new around here. Fit tackle of the Storm up at the 30. It's not a great kick, but still within range of the Storm. The ball's here with Justin Olam. He gives it off to Nelson. Nelson back here to Meaney. Oh no, they say knock on. They can't challenge it either. They can't challenge it either. Alright, so the Eels will be on... So let's just change this. Let's move this down here. Ooh. They lost their challenge anyway. So that goes up to here. That goes to there. Right, this is... This is just an absolute shambles. I'm not doing this next year. I'm not doing this next year unless we can find an easier way to do it. So Eels with the ball now. You're the Eel. I don't know about that butt cannon, mate. I don't know about that. This isn't exactly the most unreal performance. It's a fine performance, but like there's a reason why the Storm are looking pretty average in attack, and that is simply because they have no Jerome Hughes in their halves. So it's pretty obvious why they've got some problems right now. 125 there for the Eels. And then, oh, here we go, down the right-hand side of the Eels. Offloads at the halfway point, Moses. Left-hand side. I love Eels fans. They're so hot and cold, man. They will shit down the throats of their team week in, week out. And they win a couple of games here and there, and they think they're the best team in the comp. Oh, that ball was unbelievable. Left-hand side is Silo. 250. 250, man. Simo! Try time. 18-0 here to Parramatta. Oh, no. 1 second here. So 41 minus 4. So they're 237 now, the Storm. 237. I don't think that was forward. 129. Oh, boy. Oh, no, Melbourne. Not looking so good. But like Parramatta fans, settle down. That says, the Tigers apparently in China. Blake asks, my bet isn't impossible. It's not impossible. Blake Harlan, X Factor's bet's kind of impossible right now. Alex says, there goes my perfect tipping round. Thanks, Storm. Yeah, my perfect tipping round also went. I was looking good, too, for a perfect tipping round. I hadn't got one wrong yet. Yeah, no, I hadn't got one wrong yet. But, yeah, now my perfect tipping round is looking likely to be gone here. On way, some crying right now. Come on, Storm. It must be so hard being a Storm fan. I do feel you. I do feel for you. It must be really hard. Must be really hard being a Storm fan. I just want to put this out here to all the Storm fans out there. I really do feel for you. I know you've been through a really long and hard, tough season. Really tough to support this team. My heart goes out to you. My heart really does go out to you Storm fans right now. Bless up. You'll get through this. Don't worry. And the Eels were going to kick too. Makes it even harder. But there we go, guys. It will be 20-0. Unless we win some and lose some. I don't think he gets what I was just doing. I don't think he knows. I do not think he knows. Oh no, I just updated the Cowboys. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to update the Cowboys. Oh boy. Yes, Eels 20 points, need Storm to score twice. It doesn't look good, man. I tell you, it does not look good. And short kick over there from the Storm will be Storm ball. Okay, this is their chance. No, they're going to say knock on off Melbourne. Don't worry about that. No, it will be knock on there from the Eels, and they're going to challenge this. Oh, here we go. Here comes Cooper Cronk telling us how the Eels are going to be a threat. Here we go. Settle down, Cooper. 17.5 minutes to go. How fast is that Panthers Eels qualifier selling out? It wouldn't be on sale yet. Alright, so the Eels are challenging the Storm, not the ball on first. Xavier Coates comes. Sivo goes up there. Oh, I think that is a knock on. Wait a second, Bunker. That's a bit quick to call that. Wait a second, Bunker. That's a bit quick to call that. It does still kind of go to hit that backwards. I just want to throw this out there. That is one of the quickest bunker calls ever. Half the time they take about 10 years to call that. Now, it's the right call, but I just want to say, the bunker usually takes a good 3 minutes to look at that. He's gone bang straight away with that. That's interesting, man. My streaming might be slightly ahead, but I'm not spoiling the play-by-play. Thanks, mate. Para, rah. Para is... Okay, mate. Lomax Wells, that bunker is taking us... bunker is not right for making that call. No, it's a knock-on. It's a knock-on, but it's just that usually you see a lot more, I guess, looking at the call before they actually make that call. So right inside here for the Eels. And Moses can take that at 35. Bright Rom says, we know Roosters games aren't selling out knowledge, I'll tell you that much. He's got him! He's absolutely got him there. That's a zinger if I ever did hear one. So third tackle now, 22 minutes out. I had some Roosters fans talk shit to me about that Titans women's game with the drums with Tina on it, Bremo. And they were talking shit 1 second. And the Eels offloads it. Eels still going here. Brown kicks it through for Sivo! Oh no, so close. But I had some Roosters fans talking shit saying, I have heard better chance at my under 6 or grade 6 sports carnival. And I said, well, let's see what you get for your women's games at the Roosters, which they don't get anyone for their Roosters games, mind you, for their women's Roosters games. And they said, I didn't know he was a Roosters fan at this point. And then the next one was, the Roosters are better than the Titans. Cool, firstly, no shit, Sherlock. But secondly, I then replied with, the support that we show for the women's game is actually bigger than the support that the fans show for the Roosters men's team. Like, truly, man. Like, it's crazy to me that Roosters fans talk shit about other fan bases. It's crazy. You've had a team for 115 odd years and you still get no one of your games. So 16 minutes to go, you get the game, and the Storm here with the ball at the 50. Brian says 99% Rabbit fans, mate. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, we'll be saying it, Jason. Dasmate says Roosters fans are the shittest. Alright, so first tackle now. Maybe not as bad as Broncos fans, but close enough. Second tackle now for the Storm. They'll be 35 metres over the line. They have to score now. They can't win from here. Surely not. You never rough the Storm, but surely not. Surely, with no Jerome Hughes, they've just looked pretty diabolical. Left-hand side, Munster. This should be a try. Hey, Olam! Olam's still going here. Olam's still going. 4 tackle at 10. If I was a Nils fan, I'd be insecure as well here, Fries. Absolutely. So right-hand side now. Storm. Tui Kamikami to the big Fiji and big bumper. 3 minutes out. 3 minutes out. Jordan Carey said, I don't feel for them. I don't think you realise, when I was saying that about the Storm before, I'm talking shit. Talking shit, I'm a Titans fan, my guy. If they think they're having a tough year, I don't think anyone realises. I don't think anyone... Other people who watch this channel frequently realise that I don't feel sorry for Storm fans. Watch for the Allianz Open where there's only 4 Roosters fans to actually show up. Surely it sells out tomorrow. Sure. Well, it won't sell out because it's a bit of a nothing game. But... No, it's a nothing game now. Whoever wins that game is just like, kind of, whatever. Because they're just, good take. 10 minutes out of the line, Storm with the ball. Whoever wins now just plays... The Roosters and Rabbitohs will play in a knockout final next week, regardless of the result tomorrow night. So, second tackle here, 5 minutes out of the line. Harry Grant. The only reason there's a sellout knowledge lyrics is because of the fact that it's the new stadium. Left-hand side now for the Storm. They'll get this ball to the 5. I remember what our court looked like this year. Ryan Suggs says, why are we going short? We keep losing. Oh, you're up 20-0, mate. Who cares? Harry Grant. Oh, Harry Grant! Bing, 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 bing. No duck for you. Butter the squeals. No duck for you. 24 here. Kick to come. Is it on? I don't know. I don't think so. But this is a try time here for Harry Grant. Nice little scoot. Terrible defense from the Eels there. That's his eye, Papali'i. Oh, it's Madison and Papali'i. Oh, no, who is that? No, it was Madison and Papali'i. I think it was more Madison's fault than Papali'i's fault. Harry Grant for my fantasy score. Well, there you go. You can't complain with that. Don't forget, guys, we'll be streaming both NRL games tomorrow. 2 NRL games on Saturday, plus the Wallabies game, plus the Premier League, obviously. So on Saturday, we're going to be streaming the Titans-Warriors game, my Titans, in our final game of the season. And then we'll be streaming the Broncos-Dragons. The Wallabies versus the Springboks, which will get heated again, obviously. They'll get heated. Especially on a 7:30 game, because that means that all the Saffers are awake. All the South Africans are, he's missed the kick. Man, that's a terrible missed kick. All the South Africans will be awake, guys, so do prepare for a nice little enjoyable banter stream there. And then we've got Premier League, which is Liverpool-Everton to start us off with. We've got the 12 a.m. games, and then we've got Man City versus Aston Villa, 2:30 in the morning. So big weekend. Said I've got too much muscles. I think Jordan Carey is about 10 minutes behind the stream. All right. The kick didn't mean a great deal, guys. It's still 3 tries regardless, to be fair. But he should have got that. So 13 minutes to go here at the game, guys. And still in the ball here. They would need to score on this set or the next set to be back. Oh, race to 20 happened. Blake! Hey! Blake! We're on here. Blake! We're on here. We are on here. We are on. So 12 minutes, 50 seconds to go here of the game. Telling us looking good, mate. We're on here. $50 reduce. So Storm with the ball here. 15 minutes out. That will be the only try the Storm scores. William Ho, you negative man. You negative man. Stop it. Stop the negativity. Thank God bandwagon bars is hidden because that stream would be painful. Oh, it would have been brilliant last week, though. I bet he still watches and just comments but doesn't realise he's hidden. So third tackle, because I ignored him for probably the last 3 weeks of his time here on the channel. So right-hand side here for the Storm, and they'll get the ball now to the 40, 4 tackle. Now Storm will grab 2, I reckon. You reckon Storm will still score 2 more tries and make a game of it? Wow, Stormy at the halfway line. He'll shut it. Wow. Well, that's rude. That's rude, but up it goes there. The ball. No, Eels, you're not letting the ball bounce. Oh, they're lucky. They're so lucky, the Eels. They're so lucky. They're so lucky that ball bounced there perfectly for the Eels. I'm going to have a drink here quickly while there's an injury. Dylan Brown might have to go for a HIA here. Kafusi, you dirty, dirty dog. Kafusi, you dirty, dirty dog. Alright. Jordan Carey says, Ola BNG up Papua New Guinea in the house. Get around everyone in Papua New Guinea. Get everyone around him. Whenever you can if you donate a couple $1 billion. If you donate a couple $1 billion, I can go toe to toe with Channel 9 and Fox Sports for the right. So yeah, once you donate the $2 billion, $3 billion for the broadcasting rights, I'll be right onto it, man. I'll be right onto it. Yeah, be happy to. Be happy to do that. It's only $2 to $3 billion, but maybe bump it up to 4 so I can have some leverage as well. And also maybe get a Big Mac meal with that as well. So 4 tackle now for the Eels at the halfway point. Left-hand side. And now Sean Lane taking out the 40. Good tackle. Good tackle. Come on, Eels, keep it up. Well, they're keeping up with what they can. Up it goes there. Parramatta knock it back. Oh, that's going to be a 7 tackles. Oh, no, it's going to actually be a good kick. Jeez, the Storm are very unlucky right now. Isn't this also on free to wear? It is also on free to wear, but Daz, you remember, not everyone who watches these streams are actually from Australia. I'll give you guys a funny stat. So I can see who each individual is from what country they're in. It tells you how many people have watched from each country. We've had Zambia in recent weeks. We have had Zimbabwe. We've had like 50 from Georgia watching the NRL streams. 50 from Georgia. Turkey, we have a couple of Turkish viewers. That's a terrible kick there. That's a shocking kick from the Storm. Shocking kick. So it'll be a penalty in front of the post here for Parramatta. They'll probably take the 2 here to make it an 18-point game. So 10 minutes to go, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for new round to you. Great keep up, Ali, you immortal. I don't think he'll go to you guys next year, Alex. I really think he's going to get out of his contract and play the Warriors. Storm will be better next year. Why are you giving up on this year already? There's still a final series to go. You don't have Jerome Hughes. Jerome Hughes comes back next week. The man with nothing to lose says, I'm watching from PNG. Like I said, we don't have TVs. Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm defending you and saying that not everyone has TVs, mate. Not everyone does have TVs to watch this on free-to-wear. Daz, mate, you disrespectful mother bish. Gee whiz, Daz, mate. Just disrespectful, man. Just disrespectful? What do you think? What do you think? What are you thinking? Fiddle says, how much we pay Munster again? But why can you blame Munster here? You're missing a halfback and your fullback. You're missing 50% of your spine. You're missing 50% of your spine. Jared Choice, Parramatta has owned the Storm tonight. I wouldn't go as far as to say owned. I don't think that Parramatta have been exceptional. They're going to win the game on physicality. I'll give you that. But I don't think that either team's been exceptional here tonight. I think that I can definitely see that the Eels aren't going to win the grand final for me. But it's been a good performance here by the Eels. Don't get me wrong. It's been a fine performance, but anything spectacular. And they'll get the kick there. So it'll be 20-4 here. So 18-point game with 9 minutes to go. Here's a Doggies fan. What do you expect? I don't know what I expect from Daz, mate. I don't know. I shouldn't expect. Wayne Bennett should rethink his transfer plan for Munster. He wouldn't be getting over 500k bucks tonight. Oh, my God. New Zealand Roosters come finals. Game over. Yeah. So finals week 1 as it stands. Oh, by the way. So it's 22-4 here. So 18-point game. Oh, I don't know what the points differential is now. I've messed it all up. Well, the Eels are in the 4 and the Storm are in 5th. Never that. The for and against is all over the shop. But Richmond got up 9-85 at 3-quarter time. Wow. That's actually a high-scoring game for 3-quarter time. Up at Melbourne Storm. Knock on. Knock on. Rest in peace, Raiders. Why rest in peace, Raiders? Why rest in peace, Raiders? I don't understand why rest in peace, Raiders is coming to the chat. So knock on there. Looks like Melbourne is heading to an elim. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Now he gets it. Now he starts to click on. Oh, I get it now. Blake Harlow, I got there before you, mate, versus Storm Week 1 finals. I got there before you, mate. That's why I was doing this, mate. Come on, man. Come on. You got to be quicker than that to realise that I'm quicker than you. But even though I got there late, but I still got there quicker than you. Thanks for coming. 7.5 minutes to go here. 35 minutes out. New Zealand Roosters Eels always choke in finals. Chock-a-block, mate. They are chock-a-block of choking in finals. Mr. Corbeck says, who's Storm versing in finals? They will take on the Raiders next week, provided the Raiders don't lose by enough that the Broncos can beat the Dragons by enough. DMTS says, it's unbelievable. He's done himself a mischief. We'll be seeing in 5 minutes, sir. Storm only has 1 S in it. So forward tackle now. At the 30. 7 minutes to go. Eels left-hand side. Step on the inside. Oh, crunching tackle. Daz, mate, do your job. Daz, mate, do your job. Daz, mate, do your job. Kicks that ball through. And that'll be at the 1 metre. So 1 metre ready for the Storm. 3 converted tries in the next 7 minutes. Daz, mate, slacking tonight. He is slacking tonight, that old Daz, mate. I gotta go do the job myself. I just gotta go do the job myself here. My goodness me, Daz, mate. What an absolute slack job millionaire. What a slack job millionaire. Alright, let's go over here. Let's go like that. Alright, now we're back. So 4 tackle now for the Storm. They're at 30. Daz, mate, dude, except for right talks him after. Get into him. Get into him. So Storm at the halfway point now. Because Daz doesn't get paid to do nothing. Don't get paid to do nothing, man. He's best paid the best of the business. Jay Hayes not here tonight. The old trucker. Oh, okay. Thank you, for, KO, for just going black for some reason. Fox just glitched. Yeah, I saw that. Judge was surely the Broncos putting this week to get the win. You'd expect so. You'd hope so. If they don't, then I'm going to be doing a punishment next week. I can feel it already because I did tip the Storm here. And I'm never tipping them again. I don't want to tip them again. I don't want to tip them again. Feels like I thought the stadium blacked out. 4 tackle now for the Eels at the 40. 5 minutes to go here. Here you go, I'm for BKR. I don't really mind. Dr. Munchies, you guys will see next week. I'm going to put a video out of who I've gone for the finals. Obviously, you guys know I'm going to get around the Sharks, my mum, but I'm going to rank them in order of who I'd rather win the comp this year in a video. Munster here. Oh, no, Munster. Munster, no. Munster, no. Hey, Juanita, you've already very well aware that it is illegal. It is illegal to show you the game. Stop spamming, you muppet. Second tackle now. You'll also get around the first place Titans. Of course I get around the Titans, mate. Of course I will. So Ryan Sarkey, that's what I was speaking with Dave for the other day. So Eels now with the ball at 10. They offloaded back to Sean Lane, back to Gutho. First tackle here, 6 again. First time since 2014, someone missed the top 4. Must be so hard for them to feel. It must be really hard for them. You know, I really do feel for their fan base. It must be so hard. Do you want to shout out for Papua New Guinea again, bro? Get around Papua New Guinea, man. You gotta love Papua New Guinea. You gotta love Papua New Guinea. Oh, that's an double movement. You're an idiot, Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown, you are the dumbest motor beach I've ever seen. What on earth are you doing, Dylan Brown? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? Dylan Brown, you are so stupid. Why would he even argue that? Why would he even argue that? That was one of the worst double movements I've ever seen. Daz, mate, don't you talk in this chat. You've not been doing your job. We've had people saying Storm with an S. We've had Juanita spamming. You're not doing your job, Daz, mate. You're not doing your job. You muppet. Dear me. What a muppet. Everyone put a muppet gif in the chat for Daz, mate. Second tackle here, Munster. Munster's away here. Munster's away here. Munster's away here. Inside for the Storm. Meany. Ooh. It's slightly on. They're going to get the kick, so it's going to be 22-10. Blake. It's slightly on here for the Storm, though. 3.5 minutes. I'm just saying, let's go on the next set. It's still actually a chance. It's still actually a chance here. Because the Storm will get the kick. There's still 3 minutes to go here. If only they played that way 20 minutes ago. There's still actually an opportunity here. If they're smart, there's still an opportunity here. So I reckon it's going to be 20. Here we go with the Storm fans trying to say, oh no, we wanted this, Blues. Blessing in disguise here, I reckon. No one gets to play a home game against Canberra. Come on, man. Before the game, all you Storm fans are saying, we want to win, top 4. And now you're saying, oh, it's a blessing in disguise. Mr. Storm, City Corn Base is Storm for the comeback. Still a chance here. And Storm will slap it on through. So 22-10 here with 3 minutes to go of the game. If they score on this set, it is game on, baby. It's a game on. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Bang. Subscribe if you are new around here. Boom, boom. Big old year still to come. No more points, please. Oh, there will be points, Blake. There will be points. I don't want to do a punishment next week. If you guys have seen my TV video and you see the comment section, there's people telling me to eat pineapple on pizza. See people telling me to drink vanilla Coke. You disgust me. Feels like 2 tries in 3 minutes. Bro, I've seen 4 tries in 3 minutes before. It's not crazy to think about, Fiddle, especially knowing what Parramatta does. When was the last time the Tigers made the 8? 2011? I think 2011? 2011 or 2010? I think it was 2011. Devron Tamar says, surfing my Eels, the only team to beat Penrith and Melbourne twice this season. Freaking happy to even make the top 8. Hope this year of the year of the Eel. I don't see it, but congratulations on having a good year. But I don't see it. You're still going to come fourth. There's still teams above you. And the Eels are also infamous for when they make the 8 falling apart. But, like, good luck. So, left-hand side in Munster. Munster here. Chance for the Storm. Chance in Meany. Gets the ball to the 30. Also, Storm scored, like, 4 tries in 4 minutes against Manly early on in the season. So, I don't know why someone would laugh at 2 tries in 3 minutes. It's not impossible at all. I don't think it happens. I'm just saying, it's not impossible. I've seen it many times. I also think the Storm will be knocked out first week finals. Yeah, well, you're an idiot. So left-hand side now, forward tackle at the 45, and Harry Grant will get this ball to the 38. If anyone thinks the Storm get knocked out by the Raiders in the first week of finals in Melbourne, you're stupid. So up it goes there for Munster, especially with Jerome Hughes coming back next week. Knock on from Mike Asivo. Oh no! There's a chance here for the Storm. There is a chance here for the Storm. It's going to be a penalty here to the Storm, 10 metres out. They have to get both kicks though, so they have to go quickly here and score into the post. They have to score pretty quickly, and then they'll get a full fresh set of 6. But they want to score close to the post here. Munster here, 10 metres out. Tui Kamikamica. Oh, 4 metres out of the line. Surely not, Parramatta. You can't do this, Parramatta. You can't do it, Parramatta. Parramatta, don't do Parramatta. Don't do Parramatta. 6 again here. Storm. Oh, let their side here. Oh, no, Valuma. Oh, it's going to be a try. He's going to go near the post. Don't do it, Parramatta. Don't do this, Parramatta. Don't do this, Parramatta. Nick Meany has to get the kick. Nick Meany has to get the kick here. A minute 20 to go here. They're going to check the ground and they're going to check this. There's no way Parramatta does this. There's no way they try this. And you're trying to tell me this team's going to win the comp. You're going to tell me this team's going to win the comp. Is there obstruction here? Why is this such an easy try here? Meany's injured. Left-hand side. Runs through the line there. Runs through the line there. Oh, that's a late hit there. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, there's nothing wrong with there. Well, what's wrong with anything here? Oh, settle down, Vossi. It's a try, mate. What was the point of... Why are we checking that? No, what's crazy is that what this benefits, actually, even if it is a try, this benefits the Storm now, because then they can set the kick up quickly. But I think Munster has to kick it. Oh, no, he's missed a kick! Holy shit, Munster. Holy shit. Holy shit, Munster. You've just... Wow. I just want to throw this out there, Eels. I just want to throw this out there, Eels. You easily could have lost this game. Like, if Munster knew how to kick a ball, you actually dead set could have thrown this game away. That was on purpose, surely. Maybe the Storm want to play the Raiders in the first week and not the Panthers. Maybe, mate. Maybe you did deliberately miss that so that they don't have to play the Panthers next week. Alright, well now Melbourne would need an 8-point try. Well, what a good comeback, but you can't tell me the Eels are going to win the comp and playing like this in the last bit of the game. The Panthers would roll. Like, damn, man. You can't tell me. Like, this has been a stupid finish here for the Eels. Left-hand side here for the Storm, and Kafusi gets his ball out to the 30. Third tackle now, 40 seconds to go. I guess if the Storm scored now, they can say, don't take the kick and then throw it around. So right-hand side here, chance at Munster. Munster's got them back in this game, Ferg. Like, oh my God, look at him go. Oh, he throws the ball back on the inside here. Eels ball. That's the game. Ferg. Munster's the only one who got him back into this game. So, like, settle down, man. So that's going to be 20 seconds to go here. The Eels will get the ball. Nah, you can't blame Seve for much there. Fiddle. He was just throwing the ball back inside. He made a good break on the right-hand side. Had to throw the ball back in, otherwise he's going over the sideline. So finals week 1 as it stands. Panthers versus Eels in the double chance. Sharks versus Cowboys in the double chance at Shark Park. Storm versus Raiders at Amy Park. And Roosters versus Rabbitohs at Accor. Allianz is where that would be. But there you go, guys. 22-14 here. 22-14 here is the final score. Oh, the Eels. You'll take it. You'll take it. You make the top 4, which helps your cause out dramatically. Because Raiders are a bit of an interesting team for the Eels to play. They're not usually the greatest against the Raiders, but look, obviously they'll take the win there in a big game for them. They'll go into the top 4, and it'll be interesting to see what they do in the finals because they play Panthers next week in a massive game, massive game. The Cowboys now have locked up third. You may see them rest players now against the. You may see the Cowboys rest players on Saturday against the Panthers because they've locked up third no matter what. They could play for a top 2 spot, but overall the Sharkies, they play the Knights, they should get the top 2 spot. But guys, tomorrow I'll be showing both games. We've got the Bulldogs vs Manly and Roosters Rabbitohs. So a big one tomorrow. Please hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you guys as usual. It's going to be a massive final series here. So definitely get around it and obviously subscribe if you are new around here. It's going to be a big weekend here. I know. Oh yeah, Blake! The bet's on still. Here we go. The $50 redo bet's on for Blake right now. Forgot about that. You got kind of lucky in the end that Storm didn't come back. You got kind of lucky. Oh, exactly when he spew, and he had Grant and 1 of 12. He didn't have the O-Line was there as well. But there you go. So Blake Carl's bet still lasts till tomorrow night. But alrighty, there we go, guys. I appreciate you as usual. Like I said, thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See ya.